right, what is up, everybody? We are here. It is Mid-Levolution, stream number 4, and we're going to be talking about all things Scream Factory here tonight. Let me go ahead and bring in my first guest. He is a man that needs no introduction. The great and wonderful Tony from Basement Blues. What's up,
How's
Tony?
it
How you doing
going?
tonight? How'd you know I was going to wear this shirt?
I don't know. It just seemed like it would fit to have this on tonight's stream.
The Scream Factory stream. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I know Scream Factory is. I don't know. It's at least top 3 boutique labels for me. Is it up there for you as well?
Yeah, it's definitely up there. It's
Definitely.
kind of declining though over the past few months.
We're going to talk about all that for sure at some point. But how you doing tonight, Tony?
Doing good. I'm gonna try to stay awake.
I am too. I am as well. It's been a long day, but coming in next, he's mean and he's nasty.
He doesn't need any sleep.
Nasty.
Bob from Bob's Blu-rays.
I'm wearing
What's
the
up,
same
Bob?
shirt, guys. How about that?
That's crazy because we did not coordinate this at all. That just goes to show you how much we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Not one bit. And it may sound like I'm being sarcastic, but we really didn't. We really did not. All right. Well, we got.
First of all, I'm just happy that Bob has a shirt on that's not too tight.
I know, right? I know.
Ken
Bob,
already,
what was
Ken
going
already-
on over the
Ken
weekend?
already gave me crap for that, so let's not get started with that.
I'm sitting there at work and looking at my phone. All of a sudden, I see Bob in a little teeny tiny shirt, and he's hula hooping and everything. What's going on out here?
Floss thing, whatever that floss thing is.
Oh, that was the dance off. You didn't like that, Tony?
I don't know. I saw it.
But
Mel was not impressed.
No, she was not.
But Bob, how you been doing, man?
I've been good. That shirt was cutting off blood circulation, but I'm doing good. I am getting
All
better.
right.
This weekend was a lot of fun.
Awesome. Yeah. One of these days, we're all gonna get together at some point. But I was telling you all before the stream, you might just have to take a picture with each other, and then I'll just put myself in the picture.
Photoshop.
We'll act like I was there.
No.
All right. Well,
we want you to be there, so there's no photoshopping.
Well, yeah, we're gonna find a way. We're gonna find a way. When there's a will, there's a way. But this is our 4th live stream. Are you all excited? We're back on my channel. The last time we did a Mid-Levolution stream on my channel, things got very crazy. That was the Radish Show on YouTube. Then we went to Tony's channel. So things got even crazier. 6-hour stream. And then we settled down a little bit on Bob's channel. It was a little bit silly, a little bit dramatic, but we got through it.
Everybody thinks I'm the drama queen or the silliness starter. That's Tony.
Well, I agree. I agree with you 100%. We do have a chat here tonight. 81 people currently watching us tonight to talk about Scream Factory. We're going to get into a lot of stuff, and to be honest, I'm kind of curious, about your all's history with Scream Factory and how you got started. I mean, Tony, I know you probably have every single Scream Factory title in your collection, but I have no idea how you got started collecting, Scream Factory titles and where that traces back to. So I'm going to be interested to get into that for sure. And Bob, I feel like you maybe have a similar story to me. Maybe you didn't get into them from the beginning, but
yeah, I can explain a little bit about mine.
Yeah, we'll get into it. Let me first off, like the stream, everybody. If you haven't liked the stream, hit that like button. We got What's Johnny watching here. What's going on, Johnny?
Buddy, how are you?
We got 1,000 movie mainframe. What is each of your favorite individual Scream Factory release, not including box sets? Well, we'll get into that 1,000 movie. We got a whole segment on recommendations. Latula Moore is here. Good evening, Ken, Tony, and Bob. Hello to everyone in the chat. What's up, Latula? How you doing? What's up, John Doe Juggalo? John Doe's going to be on your channel this week, isn't he?
Yeah, Tuesday.
In the Steelbook slipcover battle this week, right?
It's funny not to plug that or anything, but it's
plug away, my friend.
Last week there was like 6 or 7 people of the 9 that were on my channel for the first time, and 4 of them were doing their first ever live stream. And this week, like 7 of the 9 people are going to be making their first time on my channel. So
Debut.
it's fun having different people on.
For sure. There's a lot of people out there doing this, you know. A lot of people. When you first get into it, it's, you know, feels like it's very small, but when you really start breaking it open, there's a lot of people out there doing this exact same thing that we are.
Yeah,
for sure. If there wasn't, then these companies wouldn't keep selling these releases like they do, I guess.
True.
But yeah, that should be fun for sure. And Tony, you've been doing a lot of great Criterion content as well. I know this is Criterion month, so it's kind of weird that we're talking about Scream Factory instead.
Yeah.
But
got another Criterion video tomorrow coming out.
Yeah, you've been tearing it up with the Criterion's, doing the recommendation videos and interviews and stuff. And but I like Criterion, I really do. But it's not. I don't know if it'd be top 3 for me. It may be top 5. That may be top 5. And I don't think, Bob, I don't feel like you're too into the Criterion all that much. Really.
I don't know, like
maybe get a select few every now and
60 or 70, and I like their special features. So when
you're about where I'm at, then 60, 70. I maybe have that.
Yeah, when I watch a Criterion though, I dig deep into the special features, and I'm not a huge special features guy, but I feel like Criterion like puts a lot of work into their special features.
Yeah. Scream Factory used to.
They did.
If you go back on all these collector's editions, like they had just as much as Criterion on a lot of them. Let's see. We got Holland Oates.
What's up, Holland?
In the chat. We got Matheson. We got Mark M says, any cool giveaways tonight? I might have a giveaway for you, Mark. Maybe not for you, but for somebody. Adrian James says, hello, everyone. What's up, Adrian?
Hey, Adrian.
What's going on, Sean?
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean. How are you, bud?
All the usual suspects. We got Fish, the film collector. Hello, everyone. I'm ready to see all the titles I don't have. Well, we are going to make Tony show off his entire Scream Factory collection, so get ready for that. Tony, are you ready? Do you have it all next to you?
Just pull up the video.
No, I told Tony, don't pull over your entire collection, just a few recommendations. That's all you have to pull over. We don't want Tony running all over his space.
Yeah, Tony, do you have every single collector's edition that they released?
To be honest with you, I'm not sure.
I got a list of them. I could give them to you and you could check.
Yep, I can go back to the shelf and just
Let's do that.
Here, my magnifying glass with me so I can see it.
We'll just sit here while Tony checks and sees if he has all the collector's editions.
I've got a majority of them.
I'll put you on full screen. They said that people would hang out and just watch you put your movies away. I really think that was a great. Who was that? Christian that came up with that idea?
It was
on the round table. He said that Tony should go live when the round table ends and
put my movies away.
Live full screen.
You know how long that would take?
What, like 10 minutes?
And you don't do it after the stream usually, do you?
No.
You wait.
I have to make space. I got to make space for it. The thing about my shelves is I don't like it to look like there's any empty space. So I've got to manipulate and move things around to make room for everything. Like with Bob's shelf behind him, there's that empty space, which I'm jealous of because I wish I had more empty space, but I like it to look full.
I got a lot of wall space right now. When I moved out, that's the biggest thing. So when I was still living at home, like space was the biggest issue, right? But then I moved out, got my own place. I did 2 bedrooms instead of 1. And everybody around me was like, why are you paying for 2 bedrooms? I was like, because I need 1 for just my movies.
Yep.
And so it just comes down to now I have all the space, and that the space is actually the least of my concerns at the moment.
That's good.
For a couple of years at least, probably.
Now, hold on, Tony. Let me ask you a really serious question. I'm going to put you full screen. So those center areas between your shelves, you know what I'm talking about? Like the areas that are too short to fit your movies. Like, So do you only put 1 stack in the middle of those?
Yeah.
Each
two
one?
Two stacks
each section?
will not fit. 2 stacks do not fit.
2 stacks will not fit, but you don't do the stack turned sideways where it's like hanging out halfways. You know what I'm talking about?
Like that?
Yeah, you
can't do that.
Yeah, because you don't see the spines.
Yeah, I've got to see the spines. I don't want to see blue.
Yeah.
Well, what I do is I utilize those spots, but only for my releases for that month. So I put all my releases for that month in those spots, and I'll turn them sideways and whatever. That way I can keep them in one area until I do the
Yeah, I've got a
haul at the end of the
place.
month.
I got a place in the other room that I do all the stacking by weeks. Since
Yeah.
you like to do your round tables by the week, I've got my stacks assigned by week.
Damn.
Yep.
It's prepared.
And then I've got my watch stack, and I've got my what I watched stack.
What's
Stack,
Tony watching?
stack after stack, because I watch something every day. So I got
You been
everything.
watching a lot of Criterions?
Actually, I haven't been. I've been trying to watch some things that I'm involved in with some other live streams. And
Yeah, Tony's a busy
different
man.
picks. Yeah.
Tony's a
And
busy man.
the one request I had that I did throw in there for a segment was I wanted to hear Tony talk about what a slip cover is and what it like, how you put it on, and
Yeah, well, there's actually a really good video that's already been out there.
I wanted to see your take
We
on it.
want to hear your perspective.
Your perspective.
Go, Tony.
Can you show us how to put a slip cover on as well?
Okay, so this is a slip cover. If you don't know what this right here is a piece of cardboard, and what you do with this is, when it comes with the Blu-ray, you just put the slip cover on the Blu-ray, and then that kind of just gives it a little bit more protection. Now, a lot of people like to throw these away, or they like to throw them around the room, disrespect them, but there is no disrespect.
That's bullshit.
A slip cover. You're supposed to treat this with very good sensibility, and you would want to put it into put them in a baggie like this right here is in a baggie, because you want to protect the slip cover, because the slip cover is protecting the Blu-ray inside the slip.
100%.
So three ways of protection.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I honestly
You treat it like you treat your lover. Isn't that right, Tony?
better than Tony's about to say better than you treat it better
Soft,
than your lover.
delicate, whisper sweet
Bagger.
things. Bagger. Don't bag her.
Don't bag her.
Not a good idea.
Tony, I appreciate that, because I didn't feel like the last video I saw gave me the information that I needed. So
Jesus.
that one did. I really appreciate it.
Thank
you, Tony.
You're welcome.
Things are already getting very silly. We've only just begun. Everybody hit the like button if you haven't already. I would appreciate that. I appreciate every 116 of you, all 116 of you in here tonight watching us on a Sunday night at 9:30. You don't have to be here, but you are. I appreciate it. All right, we said hey to Fish, didn't we?
Yep.
We got Tony's Movies and More in here. What's up, Tony? Tony P. We got have I said hey to Mizzy yet? We got Mizzy in here.
Mizzy.
What's up, Mizzy?
We got Film Addiction.
Hey, Cody.
Smash that like button. Oh, these are all comments from before we even started going live.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long night.
We could be completely off the rails. We got Bruce Leroy here. What's up, MIDLEVOLUTION?
Right. What's up, Bruce?
All right. I said hey to Holland, didn't I?
Mhm.
Corey Wilkerson, didn't y'all go out with him this weekend?
Yeah, Corey was a super nice guy.
I recognize Corey in the chat, but I'd never seen him in person.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a channel, does he?
No, not yet. Very nice guy though, man. I'm
cool.
Trying to get him on my channel eventually. But
you saw Mission Impossible 7, didn't you? Did you like it?
Mm-hmm. I did a lot. I know Tim had some choice words for it. He said he liked it. He just, and you were like, save that. You told that's your content right there, right?
He did another damn review. I was looking in there before he even went live. I was like, Tim, get these reviews on your channel. At least do a short or something.
You didn't see it yet, did you? You don't get it.
No, I saw it.
Oh, you did see it.
I got a review up, Bob. Did you pay attention to Married with Media?
You
pay attention to me and my wife's channel, Married with Media. We did a review on Thursday.
Walking out the park.
You know what? I did see the thumbnail. Look, I was sleeping in on my way to Iowa.
We did a short reaction on Instagram.
I just talked about yesterday how we don't all have the time to watch everything.
No, Bob. Expect you to watch everything.
But
right? That's BS.
my big, I know Tim's biggest issue too is the storyline with a certain particular character, which was kind of my issue, but I still love the movie.
Yeah, I had a few issues with it as well. I don't think it's the best Mission Impossible movie, but you watched them all back to back to back to back though, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, and
You've never seen any of them.
And I didn't. It was a lot of fun too.
I have some deep nostalgia for the first one and the second one. I saw them both in the theaters, and I loved the first one when I was like 10, 11. Like I watched it all the time. Loved it. And the second one I thought was super fun.
I absolutely I fell in love with Rebecca Ferguson's character in the fifth one.
Yeah, well, I understand why you have a problem then.
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, I won't say anything. I don't want to get into that territory. Yeah. Let's see, because Tony hasn't seen it yet, have you?
I haven't.
Tony doesn't even know who Rebecca Ferguson is though. He's all right.
He does.
He's all right. He does. Do you know?
No, I don't.
He
doesn't know.
Okay.
She was Rose the Hat in Dr. Sleep.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I know who she is.
No, okay.
You think she's pretty, Tony?
She's okay.
So Sony's gonna be peeking around the corner. Don't make him say that. Make it a blockbuster night. What's going on?
What's up, Stacy?
What's up, Stacy? We got Tales from the Shelf.
What's up, Mark? We'll be on my channel Wednesday.
Robzilla. Oh, Mark's gonna be on there. Cool.
Wednesday. That's for another stream I got.
Mark's a good guy.
Mark is a good
guy. Okay, those shirts look awesome, says Tiana.
Thank you,
Tiana. All right, Miss Caveman is in the chat.
Hey,
what's up, Miss Caveman?
We got Red Phone Video. It'll be a scream at the Scream. Sherman Clump. Oh, that is good. It'll be a scream at the Scream. All right, gang's all here. We're here. The Vintage Gamers US Scream Factory used to be the Best Buy lately. They have been slacking, have been getting a lot of scratch disc. I highly recommend everyone check every disc they get from them. That's a good tip, Vintage Gamer. Have you all had any issues with scratch discs?
Not so far.
You know what though? Like when I went to go watch Top Gun Maverick, some discs, like even straight out of the packaging, like the steelbook, they just halfway through they stopped working. Like it happened with Scream day one when I bought it. I just had to put the Blu-ray in because I couldn't get it to play.
Scream 6?
No, that was the Scream 5 it happened with. I was 42 minutes into the movie, and then I was like, all right, I guess I got to put the Blu-ray in.
So you took it out? Because I'll have that problem sometimes. It'll stop playing, and I'll have to like take it out and put it back in. And then it'll start working again. Do you try it again before you put the Blu-ray in?
Yeah, with Top Gun, I was like 15 minutes left in the movie, so I was like, I'm just going to put the Blu-ray in.
How could not with Top Gun?
Yeah, Maverick. It does look good on 4K too, but it's annoying that works. It's like I just opened this damn movie and it's not playing.
Damn, that sucks.
I guess they're really sensitive, the discs.
Every time that happens, though, me and my wife are watching a movie, she'll look at me and smile and be like, "Oh, physical media, huh?" I'm like,
Michelle,
shut up.
if you're watching this,
Shut up.
I don't approve of that comment, Michelle.
If this is on streaming, I was like, yeah, if it was on streaming, it would still freeze and whatever. You still have that problem on streaming, buffering. Yeah, get out of here. But yeah, she'll get the biggest, smuggest smile on her face. Physical media, man. Robzilla884 says Scream Factory is 6 as far as boutique labels go. Well, that's
pretty good.
I mean, it's pretty good considering there's like 165 boutique labels. You know, most are pretty obscure, but we got Planet Mondo in here. What's up, Bob, Ken, and Tony, and everyone else? I hope everyone's doing well. Did I say hey to? I can't remember if I said hey to the original Fuzz.
You put it up there now. What's up, man? Yeah, Mondo's a good dude too.
Yeah, Planet Mondo's awesome for sure.
Photoshop Kenan. Oh, you are behind.
Vinegar Syndrome is better than Scream Factory.
I
Quality
want,
for sure.
and I want your take on that. How do you feel?
Packaging for sure.
I've had a package come unglued though. I showed Tony that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would have been getting pissed if that happened to me. I'm like,
I
I literally only buy you because of your packaging.
Yeah, I had to glue it back together. That's
What the
pathetic.
hell?
I glued
Yeah,
a
I've seen
slipcover
that.
back together. What's up, Deadly Spooky?
Hey Bob, look, you got the same Jason mug behind you that I have in this picture over here.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you do.
Recognize that?
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
FYE. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I don't know what I
No,
think
not
somebody
FYE.
gave that to me for
Spirit
Christmas.
Halloween. Spirit Halloween. What the hell am I saying? Yeah, my
It
bad.
might have been FYE. Somebody got that for me for Christmas.
That's Spirit Halloween, but that Killer Clowns mug, I've seen Huck using that before.
Killer Clowns was Spirit, and all the rest of them were Spirit. But the
Yeah.
Friday the 13th one, I don't know.
That's Spirit. It was Spirit.
It might be.
That's a nice way to utilize the center shelf too.
It is, because I don't like doing the spine, how you do it. It looks good for you. I just like with my OCD, I have them all like with the spine. I just want to keep it that way.
The whole deal is, why didn't they just fix it to where it was
Yeah.
All
standard shelf?
Blu-rays.
You're supposed to put your CDs in there, Tony. You don't have any CDs.
Oh, I've got
That's
hundreds,
what it's for.
but they're not going to go on the shelf.
Those are all CDs, but they're only there because I'm waiting to get a spot to put them. So right now they go there, and they look okay. You wouldn't even notice they're CDs barely.
Deadly Spooky says, "Let's go, Scream Factory! Hell yeah!" We got Nancy in here. Hey guys, ready for this epic live?
Nancy.
Caveman
Caveman Movies and More.
Caveman.
Tony and Bob come to Kentucky to see Ken. I hope that I'm invited. Oh yeah, Caveman does live in Kentucky.
Like an hour.
Will Vinegar Syndrome market IFC into brick and mortar stores? I don't know. I don't know. That's interesting though, because a lot of IFC titles you can pick up at like Walmart and stuff.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the IFC titles.
I was going to say,
I don't know.
IFC's got a
That's
couple
interesting.
really good ones.
I can't see it happening. I mean, it'll be a partner label, so I imagine they're going to sell those like they do all the other partner labels. But who knows? We got Ruben Walls in here.
Ruben.
Just starting collecting movies. So this will be a good stream for you, Ruben. Valentine's Screen Factory got like 3 hours, especially. It did.
You know what's cool too? Denise Richards did a nice interview. There's like several of the actresses that did an interview.
There are. I've noticed that. Christy Swanson came back and did one for Deadly Friend. Paris Hilton came back and did one.
Yeah.
I always think it's super funny because they're like these prim, proper, like, 40-year-old women now and like streaming from their bathrooms to do an interview.
It's sometimes fun listening to hear what they have to say like 20, 30 years later though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really cool because not a lot of them come back.
And I think
like the B actors and
Richards. I'm not saying she's a huge actress, but she did one for that and then Wild Things, and I think she's a good interviewer too. Like she has a lot to say, and she's fun because she, like in Valentine, she kind of, or Wild Things, she poked fun at like cancel culture because she's like, this movie couldn't be made today, and
yeah.
So I appreciate hearing somebody like her like rave about the movie still to this day and kind of just bash cancel culture. It was fun.
Yeah, for sure. We got Chris C, the slasher dude. Hatchet the like.
Nice.
It's a good idea.
I like Hatchet.
We got Jerry in the chat, the Scream Factory extraordinaire.
Yes, 100%.
What's up, Jerry?
He has 100% at Scream Factory.
Yeah.
Achievement unlocked.
Achievement unlocked.
Bob, you should have seen how to put the slip put on a slip in the 6th grade.
I didn't know, Tony.
Jeez. This right here is a piece of cardboard. Yeah. Tony, you mind if I clip that and upload that as a short?
I do mind.
Upload that as a short to my channel.
This right here is a piece of cardboard.
David, we'll get into that at some point here tonight on the stream.
He said I do mind.
I do.
But I can tell you my number one pick right here and now, and I know that Bob will agree with this too. So Bob, you can't say this later on. The Faculty needs a 4K collector's edition. At this point, I don't know if I want Scream Factory to do it though. Like, I think that would be a cool like second sight release or something. But
oh man, if Second Sight put out a limited edition of The Faculty, I'd be doing cartwheels up and down the hallways.
But I don't know if the Faculty could squeeze into a second sight release. I don't know. It could happen.
Yeah,
It feels like more like a Scream Factory title.
It's exciting. They're doing It Follows.
Yeah. What's crazy is when I first began collecting back in 2008, I would throw away all the slips to keep a uniform. Ooh. Tony doesn't like that.
No.
But Tony, were you somebody that saw from the beginning the value in slip covers? The very first like Blu-ray you bought? Yes. Did that come from like back in the VHS days? You just see it as like a VHS tape?
Probably, almost. But even the DVDs that had, back when the DVDs were really big.
DVDs didn't always come with slip covers.
No, but when they did, right? They were really nice slips. A lot of embossing and different things that they used to do. So I've always valued my DVDs.
I think never once did you think us is a waste of space. You never thought it was a waste of space?
No, that's the thing. When people tell me it's a waste of space to begin with, I'm like, okay, you know what? I've counted. If I put them across the shelf on one row with slips versus without, I might be able to fit like one more.
You can say, well, yeah, one more.
One more I would fit, which ends up being, I think there's
maybe two.
Maybe two. But we'll say there's one that's 27 extra movies. Now I know some people would say that's great, 27 extra movies. I'd rather have the slips.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the collecting game, it brings value to the collection.
I separated my shelves, so I got my slips in one shelf, and my non-slips on another shelf. And people were like, "Really?" And so I have, for movies that have like 1, 2, and 3 with the slip, and then 4 is without a slip. But I still separate it because the uniformity of having all the slips together looks so crisp and just perfect. I love it.
It looks nice. I can't do it that way. I wish I could. Most of my 4Ks have slip covers, but some of them don't. But I still keep them in the 4K collection.
I heard somebody tell me they were thinking about getting rid of all their 4K slips to make it look nice, all their 4Ks on the shelf together.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I mean, it gets to the point where you're like, if I can't have them all, I might as well just take them all off.
Yeah, but don't throw them away. Reach out to the people that collect and see if anybody would be interested in either trading or purchasing from you.
Yeah, make a little money off of it. You don't have to gouge people, but
Yeah.
Say, here's a pack of slips for $10 or something.
In case anybody doesn't know, we will be slip shaming Ken later on tonight for missing slips for some of his Scream Factory releases.
I am. Well, I mean, we'll get into it. Yeah, I was a later adopter. I wasn't collecting Scream Factory from the beginning, so some of these were on sales. Some of them were, but it's always nice though when you order a Scream Factory title off of Amazon, and it's like a 5 or 6 year old title, and it comes in with a slip. That happens every now and then.
I don't gamble that way.
Yeah, that's nice.
Really, no.
That's the only way I can gamble.
Tony would rather pay $50 and make sure slip.
Yeah, when I first started collecting, though, I did think that way. I was like, I could fit more movies on the shelf if I didn't have the slips. So I boxed up all my slips for like the first, I don't know, maybe a year or two that I was collecting. All my slips went in a box.
Yeah.
But then I didn't like that.
Box. Garrett does that for his non-boutiques.
Yeah, and that's what primarily most of my collection consisted of in the beginning. I wasn't collecting too many boutique labels. I had a few Screams and Criterions and Arrow, but that was about it.
It's really cool, though, the way some of the people, like Tony was just mentioning, if you don't collect them, don't just throw them away. Because, like, I know Adam just dropped a comment in the chat, and he sent me, and Tony did this, and a couple other people, Joe did it as well. I sent them a list of all the slips. Some people reach out, they're like, what slips are you missing on your movies? And I have a list of, I'm down to like 55, and it started at about 160. So I've just kind of been getting them. Some of the places I go to will let me just buy the slipcover, and so it's a lot cheaper that way. And like Tony sent me some, Adam sent me some that I needed, and it comes in the mail, and I just pop it right back on the movie. So, and some of them just don't care about slips, and it's like, here, I'll give it to you. And I don't mind trading or whatever. I mean, I just paid $6 for a piece of cardboard on Friday.
You did. What movie did you did that for? Because I watched the last. That's getting ready to get a 4K.
I know it is, but I got the
You
Blu-ray.
wanted the slip with it though.
It has a slip, so right,
Okay.
Tony, and I'm like, Tony, I once I have it, most people would say, why would you do that? Just sell The Last House on the Left, get a buck or something. I'm like, it's in my collection. I don't want to sell it. Like, I parted with all my movies at one point a long time ago, and I just refused to sell. That's why when people are like, oh, you got anything to trade or sell? I'm like, whatever I have an extra copy of, or like a second or a duplicate. But if I don't have 2 copies, I don't give it away. I don't sell. And I don't care if I hated the movie, I hold on to it because I got burnt in the past selling movies.
Yeah. I mean, getting into Scream Factor a little bit. So how do you all feel about? I know Tony's answer, but like I just got the 4K for People Under the Stairs and The Burning, but I still have these editions, and I want to keep them because they have different artwork.
Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say it's different artwork with those because that's.
But then I'm thinking to myself, like, why do I need these? I really don't need them. I should.
And sometimes, though, some people would say, like, why do you keep a DVD if you have the Blu-ray? Well, sometimes, even with Scream Factory, I don't know if this is the case all the time, but do they always bring this special features over from the Blu-ray to 4K? I don't ever look at that, but do they always do that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If they don't, I feel like I would have heard about that, but I'm pretty sure they always port over all the features.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah.
Okay. But like with Arrow Video, when I bought American Werewolf in London on 4K, when I got it, the Blu-ray doesn't come with it. So
it doesn't. But the thing is that, these, I'll never watch this Blu-ray. I'll literally never watch this Blu-ray because there's a Blu-ray in the People Under the Stairs 4K, and not only is it the Blu-ray, it's a different scan. It's a new 4K scan, so the Blu-ray is even better quality than this old Blu-ray.
Yeah,
because that's always my thing. I want a Blu-ray and I want a 4K because I've got a Blu-ray player in here. I don't have a 4K player, so maybe I want to watch the movie in here. So I always want to have options.
I always tell people don't judge someone else for the way they collect because some people will buy every edition of a movie if it has different artwork.
And this one is back in the day, they did DVDs in some of their releases. Mm-hmm. So this one's got a DVD and it's got a Blu-ray in The Burning. So maybe I want to watch the DVD one day. I don't know.
And that's exactly it. So like my dad now, he'll come over here, so I never go over there anymore. But if I do go over to my dad's, he doesn't even have a 4K player. I have to bring my Blu-ray player. So I still need the Blu-rays. So when I upgrade to 4Ks, I have to keep my Blu-rays because that's the only way I can watch something at my dad's or at my sister's. Like most people, if I'm bringing a movie over there or letting somebody borrow something, which isn't often, they don't have 4K players.
Yeah, for sure. Hagen K, I don't know if the thing will get a 4K release from Scream Factory. It could, because Universal, I mean, they let Arrow do 4Ks of their stuff.
So Ken or Tony, you might know the question to this, but I was talking to somebody about like Scream Factory has gotten to the point now where I just feel like everything's going to get a 4K upgrade that's on Blu-ray. And they were telling me that you got to go back and look. If it has a 4K scan, those are the ones they're upgrading to 4K. But I looked at some of them.
Not always.
I was like, not all of them have a 4K
People Under the Stairs and The Burning didn't have 4K
scan, and they got upgrades. So that's why I was like, no, that's not true.
And they're doing new scans even on the Blu-rays. Like Creepshow got a new scan on the Blu-ray. That wasn't the same Blu-ray. Even though the Blu-ray that came out in 2018, 2019 had a 4K scan, the one that came out this year had a new 4K scan.
That's how I was like that. So when they said that, I went and looked, and I was like, I saw The Burning because I have that one. I was like, nope, this didn't have a 4K scan.
Yeah,
a lot of their older stuff didn't have a 4K scan. Like Motel Hell didn't have and I don't think Funhouse had a 4K scan either.
I don't know if Motel Hell did or not because they did that Steelbook. They might have done a 4K scan in that one.
Oh, that one
I can't remember though.
But Funhouse definitely didn't have a 4K scan. No way.
No, I don't think so.
It was one of their first releases back in the day. Earlier, I should say.
I would rather see Arrow do Hellraiser because, I mean, they did it before, so I'd rather them do it, keep it.
Yeah.
But I could see him maybe doing a big box set. I don't know. I know Tony would probably buy it, but that would be hard for me to buy a Hellraiser box set with 18 Hellraiser movies and 16 of them suck.
I don't think that they would do that.
18.
But I think it would be more like 12, and I actually like the first 4.
Why are they? Is there rumor of a Hellraiser box set, or they're just saying
no rumor? They only did the first 3 in that Scarlet box
I
set.
wish Scream Factory would do more box sets because theirs are like really nice.
And they haven't done one in a long time.
Because the Fly, Wreck, all that stuff's super nice.
Don't spread lies, Tony. I'm a slipcover whore, says Mizzy.
I think he's talking to Tony P, right?
Oh. The Fly on the Fly 2 4K, yeah. It's possible. I could see the Fly coming. Well, the Fly is 20th Century Fox, which is Disney. So I don't know. I don't know if you'll ever see the Fly. Because I doubt they still have the rights to it.
I buy any box set they put out because I mean Puppet Master doesn't have great movies either, but I bought that box set. I couldn't even pull the damn movies out of the thing either, the trunk.
I know it was hard to do. That trunk set? You bought
Yeah, so you just bought it too. I had to put 2 pieces of cardboard and slide it out because I couldn't get my fingers in there to pull them out.
Yeah, it was tough to pull out. All right, let me get through a couple more chats. Plainview 1981. I have 2 4K players. It freezes on one player. I'll try the other. David says, I've always liked the unique artwork on the Scream Factory Blu-ray slipcovers. Do you all have a favorite artwork?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll. There's some really
What's
good.
What's up, Let's Talk Nerd? That's my brother.
Yeah?
My brother-in-law, my wife's brother.
Oh, really?
But
nice.
All right. Let's just jump in head first. I want to know where Tony got started collecting Scream Factory titles. Where did it start for you, Tony? What year? What titles were your gateway titles?
Yep.
And what got you hooked?
Back in September of 2012, they released.
So you go all the way back to the beginning.
Yes, these two.
The very beginning.
Halloween 2 and Halloween 3 with these beautiful looking slipcovers. And they were selling these at Walmart. So actually, I got these at Walmart. That's where I knew about the website. I think these may be some of the first collector's editions that they did.
They were.
Those were the very first 2 Scream Factory titles.
Yep. So I love the Halloween franchise, and I love the artwork on it. So I bought those, and then I went to their website and started ordering things from their website. Not even Scream Factory titles, but just the regular Shop Factory stuff. Because I saw that they had so many different titles that I was interested in. And just from then, I've been ordering from their website since 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how familiar were you with like Shout Factory as a brand and stuff up until that time?
Not previous to that. No, I don't believe I was.
So you just saw those 2 at Walmart, not knowing anything about Scream Factory. Were you collecting boutique labels at the time, or was that one of your first?
No, I was just collecting Blu-rays at that time, DVDs.
So Scream Factory was, because I always see Scream Factory as like the gateway.
When I saw the slipcover, that's what did it for me, because of the artwork. Definitely looks different than most slipcovers back in 2012 with the unique style of the artwork. And so, yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
And Tony likes something. He gets it, doesn't he?
Yep. It hasn't stopped since.
So what you got on the website and you started to pay attention to like what was coming out next, and
yep.
Did you buy everything day one, even from the beginning?
I did, yes.
So you were collecting hardcore like that in 2012?
I have been.
For physical media?
Mm-hmm. I was, yeah. And I started my channel soon after that.
Tony, you've been collecting since 1987, right?
I have.
But I knew you had. I guess you had your lull and DVD era, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
When your kids were still kind of
Exactly.
smaller.
Yeah, 10 years ago, or I guess 2012 would have been 11 years ago. My kids were my oldest was already 21 years old.
Yeah.
So, they were adults. So I wasn't really having to spend money on them as much. I still spend money on my kids, even though they're grown, but I didn't buy as much back then as I do nowadays.
Now, do you remember back at the beginning of Scream Factory? Were they doing the posters?
They were doing the folded posters that would come in a mailer, and they would be folded in fourths.
And so after you got those at Walmart, when you got on their website, did you pick any more up at Walmart, or was it just the website from then
I
on out?
don't remember Walmart having many more after these two, or the fact that I probably just wasn't looking at Walmart any longer because I was already put onto the website. And so I just started ordering things from the website. And definitely they had the posters for a majority of their releases. And I still have all those posters that came with these.
Yeah, I know. You pulled them all.
Yeah, one of our live streams, we pulled out.
Yeah, you had a couple totes. Yep.
Yeah, I won't make you pull out all your posters tonight, Tony. I did bring some of mine over because I was just curious of like how many I've actually bought from the website, because that's how you can tell how many posters I have over there.
90% of my, I guess 90% of my Screen Factory titles come directly from the website. So I have a lot of posters.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Bob, when did you get started?
Well, unlike Tony,
Collecting
the only
screens.
reason I buy my movies is to display them on the shelf. I don't actually watch them. So sorry, Tony. So I got started all because of the artwork, because I don't watch my movies. So
And what year was it? Because you don't go all the way back to the beginning.
no, the funny
Right.
thing is the very first one I bought was on, it wasn't like an accident. I believe this was the first one I bought. It was one of the first ones I bought. It was the first one I knew I was buying, but I didn't know it was a Scream Factory until I saw like the side of it. So I got back into collecting because I sold my entire collection. And then It Follows was the first steelbook I had bought back, and that was 2015 or 2016. And that was back when they were like $7.50 at Best Buy, those steelbooks. But
you remember when they had a steelbook bin?
This was soon after, and somebody in the chat.
You remember that, Tony?
Yeah.
I got Shaun of the Dead out of there for like $6 or something.
I probably had a few Scream Factory titles, but this was the first one I remember actually buying. This is not a collector's edition.
That's an IFC Midnight, isn't it?
And they do have some reversible artwork on it as well. But I watched it and the reason I bought this was because I wanted.
Wait, hold on. You watched it? You said you didn't watch them.
Yeah, I actually do watch my movies, but I lied. But yeah,
get out of here then. We don't watch movies around here. Come on.
So Spiders, I wanted to buy it, and I watched it, and then when I started to get into like looking at all my movies and being like, okay, which ones have slips, which ones don't, and I found out about boutique labels, I started going through my collection. I was like, oh my god, Itsy Bitsy's the one. And then I started looking at some of my other stuff, and I had other Scream Factories.
Now, was that title nostalgic for you? Itsy Bitsy Spider? Do you remember the nursery rhyme? And then you're like, I gotta pick
Itsy Bitsy. I just like creature features, so spiders, any ants, insects, bugs. I think it's pretty fun. So
see, I feel like I remember that coming out. It came out back in 2015, 2016.
That was 2019.
Okay, that's what I thought. So it was later.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was like, I'd say how I got into it. But yeah, boutique labels, because I didn't collect them. I wasn't even collecting. I don't know when I sold my entire collection. I had like 200 Blu-rays, 14 or 1,500 DVDs, and like 1,500 VHS. I put all the VHS in a storage.
1,500 VHS?
I had about 1,500 VHS. I put them all in a box.
Were those all from when you were a kid, or had you just accumulated those?
So I've been collecting since I was like 6 or 7 or 5, because my dad got me into it. He had VHSs, and I just started collecting because of that. Are you mocking me here with the? Because I do.
No. I've got
tight wrist.
Wrist issues.
You switch to the left hand,
Yeah.
you won't have that issue. But
Dare you,
Tony. But anyways,
Tony's innocent mind doesn't even know what you're talking about right now.
No, I got an idea.
So yeah, I sold my entire DVD collection, Blu-ray collection, and the VHSs went to a storage unit and they were gone for good. And
Fuck.
so that was like 3,000 movies plus. And then I got back into collecting in 2015. But when I sold the collection, I don't know when it was. So it was probably a couple of years I stopped collecting. But so when people ask, how long have you been collecting? I'm like, well, I've been collecting since I was a kid, like 5 or 6, but I sold it, took a break, and then came back to it.
Yeah. Because I sold all my DVDs in 2016, but I only had 700. I mean, I thought I had a lot, but I'm probably not compared to most people.
Yeah.
Or not most people, but most big collectors. But I kept on my VHS tapes since I was a kid, except for some that I just can't. I don't know where they're at. There's just some weird ones that I'm missing that I knew I had.
Tony, were you proud of me for grabbing that Can't Buy Me Love VHS?
That's a good one.
And Mel grabbed the DVD, so you would have been proud.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you found it on DVD. That needs a Blu-ray bad. I don't know why anybody hasn't put that out.
Can't Buy Me Love.
Must be Disney.
It's
has to be Disney.
I think it's Fox.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So where did it go from Itsy Bitsy? When did you start getting into the collector's editions?
I was just collecting in general at that time. So I go and look up Blu-ray.com what's coming out on Tuesdays. And I don't know when it was probably like 2021 that I got really heavy back into like buying a lot. I was looking at boutique labels because I didn't know anything about boutique labels until like 2 years ago, to be honest with you. I was just collecting movies that came out. I wasn't diving deep into boutique labels and second sight limited editions and Arrow box sets. So yeah, it was just it was like 2 years ago because I was heavy into collecting, and then 2021 rolled around and I stopped kind of collecting and I started running a shit ton of races and I took a break, and then 2022 rolled around and I got huge back into collecting. I started a YouTube channel and it's just been like full steam.
Now you said that you don't have a complete Screen Factory collection, right? You're more picky when it comes to Screen Factory, right?
Yeah, I got a list. I'm more what?
Picky. You just get the ones that you want. I know you have a complete Shop Factory collection because you're doing the Shop Factory.
Yeah, I'm gonna share a screen with you in a second here. I'll show you. But
or do you have all the screens?
Me? No, I don't have all the screens. I want all their collector's editions. I thought like I have a list of all their titles, and I was like, I'm just gonna try and get all their collector's editions, especially as the 4Ks come out. Their Blu-rays get really cheap, like because some of them going for 100, and then once the 4K gets announced, it's like $20. That's how you get it.
Really? What about Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3? Those have to
no, and they were just when we were in St. Louis. They had all 3 of them with slips, and they were about 200.
I'm about ready to order those overseas ones.
I think they were
because I just want the movies.
Yeah, they were $225 for all 3 slips, which isn't the worst thing in the world.
Do you know who released them overseas?
88 Films.
Was it 88 Films? Aren't they on like red cases or something?
Tony's gonna flex on us with Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah.
I don't even want to see that crap, Tony. I don't even want to see that. Every time somebody shows off the Sleepaway Camp 2 in particular, I just get really mad.
Yeah.
I love it. Sleepaway Camp 2 is my favorite. Probably.
That's what I'm saying. I love that movie. That's the first one I ever watched, and I really want that in my collection. Like the second one. The second one is I love the first one, but the second one's honestly my favorite. Because that was the first one I saw or that I watched as a kid. I remember that VHS tape in the video store with the Freddy gloves coming out of the backpack of the girl, and I was always intrigued by it. And I got it one time and watched it. And I just thought it was so awesome.
I just shared the screen. This is the kind of nerd I am. Let me know when. So I have like lists for everything. So let's see here. I got like there's every one of their steel books, 4K Ultra HD, Screen Factory, like their non-collector's editions, and then I wrote down every one of their collector's editions basically. And yeah, that's about 180, probably 190 roughly.
Yeah,
just about.
Oh, you didn't get Deadly Friend? You need to grab that one ASAP.
No, not yet.
That's a banger.
So, yep, I got the Blu-rays and 4Ks all split up, but yeah.
Nice. When you brought that screen up, I thought somebody was coming in. I'm like, who the hell is coming? I forgot to bring it over here, but I can show you where it all started for me.
So, Tony, I'll send you a list. You want me to send you that list? I can, so you'll know which ones there are. And
Okay.
stuff. I get people message me. I had one guy for the Fox slipcovers, those old ones. He's like, "Is there a list I can find?" I was like, "Yeah, I got it."
What'd you say?
Got to have those lists. I'm just talking about how I'm a nerd and I got lists for everything. I got.
So I, like Tony, found both of these movies at Walmart for $10 with the slipcovers back in 2017.
Candyman. I already know Candyman
was not Candyman. And I remember this movie when I was a kid. I loved this movie. Getting it off the shelf at the video store. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
But you did get Candyman like a year later, right?
I did, but I was already into the label about them when Candyman came out because I ordered that off. That was the very first Scream Factory online pre-order that I made. That and Urban Legend came out in the same month, and I ordered them both. But this movie, I saw it on the shelf at Walmart, and I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, that artwork's so freaking cool. I remember loving this movie when I was a kid. I don't think I'd watched it since I was probably 10. But yeah, and this was my introduction into boutique labels because I looked on the side and said Scream Factory, and I started digging a little deeper after that. And then I think I might have went back like a week later and grabbed this one, but I got Misery there too.
Yeah.
For $10 with a slipcover. So Walmart was awesome back in the day. Like they had a whole like Shop Factory section there for a little bit.
They had that hard box Halloween set. If you didn't get the big box set,
yeah, I missed out on that one
version.
Yeah, they came with two different cases,
Yeah.
like 1 through 5.
None of this
6 through 10.
This crap was on my radar back then. And
did you double dip on those, Tony? The big box and the other one, you didn't get both?
No, I wish I would have, but I didn't.
I do too because I want to be complete, and I feel like I'm not technically complete on their box sets unless I get that other Halloween one. And it's pretty expensive, and I remember seeing it a lot at Best Buy for like $59.99, I think, something like that.
Oh, the Halloween one, the older one, the 2014 one?
Yeah, but just with the 2 cases, not all 11 or 10 individual ones or whatever it is. I think. Yeah. How much? And that still goes for a pretty penny, even though 8 of the 10 are on 4K. It still goes for a lot.
Didn't Tim get it recently for like pretty cheap?
Yeah, 125. But when we were in St. Louis, he was selling a copy of it for 500. So I don't know. I guess it still goes for a pretty good amount. I think Tim just got a good deal at 125 for it.
I mean, sure, I would like to have it, but I mean, I got the best versions of those now.
Yeah, the 4K.
And pretty much with Halloween, since I wasn't collecting hardcore during most of the Blu-ray era, I made the jump from like DVD to 4K on a lot of those movies. Yeah. Except for the first one. I think that was the only one I had upgraded to Blu-ray. Maybe the second one too. But when I got those 4Ks, like I know 4 and 5, that was the first time I had watched those in HD when I got those 4Ks because I still had my DVDs from back in the day. And the same with all the new ones they did last year too. But all right, let me see if what everybody's saying in the chat. We got Dimension Scott in here. I did see that.
I just got a text message and he said I need that list.
Who did?
My buddy, he's like, I need that list.
I need that list.
His magic hands.
Everybody's upset that they keep releasing stuff in 4K. They don't like 4K. Is that weird to you all though? Sometimes when people complain about the 4K upgrades, because everybody gets excited for like regular movies coming out on 4K, right?
I get the frustration of I just bought this 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I paid this much money, and now it's getting a 4K. I get the frustration of it.
I get it when it's recent, like the craft or
Yeah. But why don't they get upset when it goes from DVD to Blu-ray? They don't.
Yeah, but like the burning, this was 10 years ago now. May not seem like it, but this was 10 years ago, and it's getting upgraded to 4K.
I think it's the having to purchase
And this to
rebuy what you.
It's because it's a collector's edition. At the end of the day, you know, you don't want to have to replace. You like to think that you got a collector's edition, a real nice edition with a bunch of special features, and you don't ever have to upgrade that again.
I'm curious to hear how people in the chat, including yourselves, feel about like Universal's deal with them, how they did Freaky. I think World War Z is getting a 4K, but I'll just stick with Freaky and Happy Death Day because those just came out 2-3 years ago, especially Freaky. So how do you feel about Scream Factory putting those out with the same artwork as the Blu-ray slip, but Scream Factory doesn't even do a slip cover for it?
I think it's lazy and yeah. Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, very aggravating. You know, I bought Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You, but after that, when they didn't come with a slip, because I'm thinking maybe that was just a mistake that they would actually have one. I have not bought the other ones after that. I
won't buy them. I will not buy them.
Yeah, is it because it's not a collector's edition, or is it a deal they might have in place where with Universal and they don't want that? I can't imagine that's the case. Like
I can't imagine a slip being a part of a deal.
A contract. Yeah, I think it's just lazy. Look, these aren't collector's editions.
It's such a missed opportunity. Like that, don't they know their fan base? Like that, I honestly have a way bigger problem with that than I do like 4K upgrades and stuff.
They did not.
I love Upgrade. I love Upgrade. I would love to see Upgrade in 4K, but I just cannot bring myself to get it.
Upgrade's like a mere masterpiece, man.
If it had some new special features on it, which it does have special features, but I think it's the second sight one stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think it's more than the Blu-ray had.
Standard Blu-ray. So
those kind of titles, I can wait till Shop Factory has the
sale. Yeah, I'm not paying $27.99 with no slip.
I think the Happy Death Days were just like $18 or something, but like to me, that's still still too high.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, toxic is. I'm waiting for sales. I think most of us do, but that's my point. Is because they're not putting out slips, people passed on buying it day one. Me and a bunch of others were like putting it out there. Hey, these don't have slips, and people started canceling their pre-orders. So for me, my question is, why not do slips? Because if you look at what Kino Lorber's doing, is they put slips on almost all of their releases now. And they've talked about how much their pre-order sales have gone up and how they sell so much better since putting slips on their releases.
Yep.
Yeah, Pops has all of them. Yep.
I completely missed the super chat. Thank you so much, George. Who is excited about Era Video 4K Bruce Lee collection? It's out today. Mine is arriving today. Is anyone else? I've seen some unboxings online already. So have you got yours, Tony?
Mine is shipped because it's shipping from the UK.
Tony got both. So
I'm sure it's beautiful. Arrow Video's killing it this year.
Yeah, Tony got both.
Yeah, the storage.
Thank you so much, George. Let's see. I seen Nathan in here. What's up, Nathan? Nathan Jones. 1987 is a banging year for movies for sure. I don't know why, but I was like, my chat must have jumped like way ahead. I missed a lot of stuff.
There's a lot. But somebody just asked, and I'm curious because we're talking about Upgrade, Ken. You don't think Second Sight would ever put Upgrade out again on 4K? Because Second Sight's never done an upgrade yet on their previous release.
Well, wouldn't it be fitting for their first upgrade to be Upgrade?
And if they do something different with the packaging, that would be even better.
I'm trying to think of I don't think they've done
I wish they would do Revenge again. Like, because I missed out on it when I saw that when it first came out.
Man, Revenge.
But I didn't have I wasn't able to collect all that bougie crap back then, like 5 years ago when it came out.
Tony, if you come to Bull Moose, I got your Revenge Steelbook for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Man, I love that movie.
I know you're like, ship it out to me, but I'll just give it to you in person, and it'll mean something more.
No, ship it out.
But yeah, that's such a missed opportunity. They could have like new commissioned artwork with those, new fork. Happy Death Day could add new artwork, first book cover arts, and it's like that would sell so much more. Like there would have been tons of people that bought that. I don't know.
That
Just seems like
revenge.
a real missed opportunity.
You're not kidding with that revenge from Second Sight. That artwork was nice.
Yeah, they don't still have that, do they? I know
No,
they don't have it in the hard
did.
box.
They did, and then it was out of stock again. I think it went back in stock, and now it's out again.
Did you all get those two? I know you probably did, Tony. The two new ones, the May and Frontiers. I need to grab those. I think I'm gonna wait. I feel like they'll be in stock for a little bit, so I'm gonna wait till August.
Yeah, I want to get those too.
I pre-ordered It Follows immediately. That's already pre-ordered.
Oh man, and that It Follows is freaking nice.
Max Thunderdome says, have any of you experienced getting a brand new disc from Stream Factory that comes scratched right out of the package? I haven't had that happen as much. I don't think I've ever had that happen, to be honest. Not Scream Factory. I like the older Halloween 2 and 3 had harder slips. They're more Oh, is that true, Tony? They're different durability?
They are.
Yeah, Revenge is out of stock.
I wonder if that's the case on this one. Because I've got Deadly Blessing right here, because I just watched this the other night for the first time.
It's not.
Would this be harder? Because this is an older one with the blue at the top.
Yeah.
So is Tony or Ken's harder? Tony's not happening.
Son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, Tony. Write my name down again.
Give me a pen.
No.
Let's see. What's up, Master of All Movies, Presswood?
How's it going, Sarah?
What's up, Sarah?
Mizzy's been collecting most of his life. Nathan said either The Blob or The Thing was my first. I arrived late in the game. I had to imagine that was pretty exciting when The Thing came out from Scream Factory. I wish I was, into it back then. I bet people were hyped for The Thing coming out. The Blob's cool.
The Blob.
I remember when The Blob came out. I didn't get it, but I thought about it because I loved that movie since I was a kid.
The Blob is amazing. The remake of
the
Blob.
remake.
You know what though? The freaking original's great too.
I haven't seen the original, but I grew up on the remake. That remake used to freak me out.
That's some incredible practical effects.
It scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Let's see. Fetmatic says only VHS I own is SWOT. What is that?
Tony?
SW for Star Wars, but OT.
Original trilogy.
Yeah.
Oh, we found a sealed Airheads for $5. Nice. All right, let's see. Yeah, why have they not announced Sleepaway Camp on 4K? Like, that's crazy.
Well, so they don't have the rights to 2 and 3 anymore. So why not?
Is that confirmed? Like, I'd heard that, but is that real?
I think that's why they go for so much, because you can't get them by themselves either. Like, you can't order the second or third from their website. They're gone.
That's true. Sure. I mean, that would make sense why there's so much.
Yeah. And it's crazy because even just by itself without a slipcover, you're still looking at a crazy amount of money for the second and third one.
Yeah, hopefully Vinegar Syndrome does them then. Somebody, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just probably going to end up ordering those overseas ones just so I can have them. I want to watch the second one again. I think I saw it on Prime last time I watched it.
Yeah, that's 88 films. That's the Slasher Collections line.
Those are like $17 or something, I think.
I got a list of all those too. It's like 50 of them. You got to start collecting all of them then, Ken.
No, I ain't the completionist like y'all. I will say though, I am starting to get that way. I want to get like most of the Kino Lorber 4Ks, and I want to get most of Scream Factory 4Ks.
Yeah, Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 never came with slips, and they're number 17 and 18 in the Slasher Collections line.
The magnifying glass makes an appearance. People are excited. People marking out over the magnifying glass.
Yeah. Y'all missed
Deadly
it.
Friend. Yeah, you need to get on Deadly Friend, Bob. Have you seen that one?
No, but
That's top 3 Wes Craven
I was
movie.
gonna say that's Wes Craven, yeah.
Top 3. Would you say so, Tony?
And then he directed Deadly, and then he directed Deadly Blessing as well, I believe, which I haven't.
He did. I really like this movie a lot. Have you seen this one?
Okay, no, I haven't seen that one either.
It's a pretty good movie.
That and Deadly.
It kind of lost me a little bit with the final act.
I think his wife's in his ex-wife was in one of them.
Sharon Stone's in this one. So it's a very early Sharon Stone movie.
He was
this is
married
1981.
to one of the actresses in one of those.
And then I watched Shocker. Have y'all seen Shocker?
Yeah. Can we slip shame him, Ken?
Go ahead. Do what you're gonna do.
You want to go show your slip cover of Shocker?
Bob, even though you got into Scream late, you're telling me you got all the slip covers for these?
I don't buy
collector's
them
editions you got?
I don't buy them without slips. So yeah, that's why I
So
didn't.
you pay the extra money?
So that's why I didn't get Sleepaway Camp.
I get these on the Scream Factory sale.
I could get Lake Placid
11, 12 bucks.
Yeah, see, I could get Lake Placid for $15, but I want.
Isn't this a weird ass movie?
Yeah, I want
like what?
Slip. So
I was digging like the first hour of it, and I still like the ending, but it gets so fucking wild now there in the last hour. He's like body jumping every 2 seconds. But that movie has Peter Berg in it. Do you know who Peter Berg is?
Mm-hmm.
He's the director of like Deepwater Horizon, all the movies of Mark Wahlberg and Patriots Day. He's the lead guy. He's the kid, the football player kid.
I know that.
Yeah, I mean, he was an actor for a long time in the 90s and early 2000s, then before he became a director. But yeah, I was like, is that freaking Peter Berg? Yeah.
We got people trying to flex in the chat with these slip covers.
They flexing. And I watched Vampires last night. See, I was trying to prepare a little bit.
You really don't have a slip for that either, Ken?
I didn't buy this when it came out, Bob. What do you want me to say? I never watched Vampires when I was a kid, so I had no nostalgic attachment to it.
Tony, you got any of
these okay.
slip covers for him?
I'll tell you what I did buy. Or we'll get to it when we get to recommendations. But LA Jewel's here. What's up, LA Jewel?
What's up, LA?
Planamondo. I don't think the 4K upgrades bothers people as much as them not releasing newer titles does. That's what's missing new movies. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yes, although I would argue they sprinkle them in. They sprinkle them in.
Tony, can you show us Lake Placid, please?
With the slip? That they had a slip with that?
Yeah. All their collector's edition did. So,
I'm with LA Jewel at this point because I missed out on so many collector's editions back in the day. I'm just glad that they're re-releasing them and I get to jump in on the slip covers now with the 4Ks.
He's about to make me at Lake Placid. I'm going to get. I want that.
Give that to Bob, Tony. You don't need that. I don't like that movie. Come on, Bob. I'm just joking.
That one's nostalgic to me too. Saw that in theater.
Vinegar syndrome equals putting a dress and lipstick on a pig. Would you all agree with that?
I don't disagree at all.
It's the simple fact 85% of their releases are now upgrades. It should be even flow. A couple of new additions, never the label and upgrade toss in. Yeah. 85% of the releases, it should be even flow. A couple new additions movies. I mean, I can agree with that, I guess. Maybe a couple upgrades. More like what Criterion does. I think that Criterion actually does a pretty good job of that. I feel like every month they'll have, maybe a couple 4K upgrades, and then there'll be like 3 new Blu-rays or one new to 4K or something like that. Instead of just like 4 brand new 4K upgrades.
Yeah, and some of the brand new stuff that they're doing is the official for their site, to where they're like $27.99 to purchase. I mean, to me, they have some really good new releases.
The Scream Factory Blu-rays that they did.
Yeah.
Tony, are you trying to collect everyone? So like all of their non-collector's editions as well, right?
Yeah.
Did you watch Creepshow 3 yet?
I haven't watched it yet.
No. That's a shame.
How far are you behind? Any idea? How many do you have? Because there's it's probably about 700 plus at this point now, between steals, box sets, Blu-rays, and all that. 700
something Scream Factory releases?
700 plus, I would say, releases, yeah.
I'm excited for that Psycho collection.
I think I'm at 410.
Okay, yeah, there's about 700 plus. I'll take a look right now. But Toxic, I couldn't agree more. That Psycho set is ridiculous.
Oh, hello, gents. Looking forward to being on Bob's Slipcover Battle Tuesday. I got it follow set as well. What's up, Vin?
Vin, what up?
Hard copy blues. Hard body blues is what I...
Hard body blues. Yo, that stream on Tuesday is a good panel, man. There's some big-ass horror channels on there.
May is a banger. I've been looking forward to that film on Blu-ray for at least... Okay, well, Brian recommends it. And I wanted to get Frontiers anyway because it's people were saying it was like High Tension. I know it's a French film.
Yep, I heard that.
And I really want High Tension on 4K. I wish that they would do that one too. That'd be freaking awesome.
So, Tony, I got and I stopped updating the list probably a couple months ago with the non-collector's editions. But there's 460 that I have written down, plus the collector's editions. That's another 190. So that's 650 alone, plus the steel books and box sets. There's over 700.
Do you all keep the J cards?
I do.
I'm like Tim with slips. I'll throw a J card. I don't care. But I don't throw J cards, and I do keep them.
Nice, Mondo.
Because if there's people out there that want J cards, I would give them to them because I don't want them.
Scuba says, "Oh my God, come on!" I don't know what he said that to. Sorry, Scuba.
Is Mondo being sarcastic? I'm gonna have to do a double feature of that.
Ken, the Scratch Disc Pop started the same time as the Greasy Child's Plays. Oh yeah, the Greasy Child's Plays. That was a moment in time. Do you all have a favorite Scream Factory Steelbook release? That's a good. I didn't even put Steelbooks in the schedule, but do you all have a favorite Steelbook?
So I really like the artwork on these two in particular.
I don't collect a ton of them, but my favorites so far that I have in my collection is They Live. I think this is a freaking amazing Steelbook. It made me double dip to get it again on 4K.
I have every Steelbook release, but these two, you just this artwork on this one is awesome.
Yeah, that is. That's awesome. I remember those. I almost grabbed those a lot back in the day, but I just didn't. I wanted that Slumber Party Massacre one too.
This is Slumber. Yeah, this is sexy though.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I have Slumber Party Massacre.
Are you gonna get that heart-shaped box? Bloody Valentine 4K edition.
I do want that. Not the 100
with the pins
one with the art cards.
The Larry cards.
Dude, they're asking for 100. So they are literally charging. Yes. I want to know what you guys think of that and the chat right now. Sound off in the comments.
You already know what they think of that.
I want to read what you all think of an extra $40 for 4 art cards.
It's crazy.
That is ridiculous. Arrow puts those things in for free. And Kill Her Goats.
Yeah, Arrow is a bunch of morons because you got this Flatliners release right here on 4K, and it's got. Actually, no, this doesn't have art cards in it.
That's not a limited edition release.
Are you kidding me? Hold on now. I feel like there's just regular Blu-rays that were putting them.
Ken, so I hear you like this one. You said.
Hold on. Here's Edge of the Axe. Yeah, I did want to get that one.
I like the Halloween 2 with Michael Myers on fire.
Oh, yeah, never mind. That's my favorite. That one's my favorite.
Galaxy of Terror is also a good art.
Ken, you can't change your mind now. You already said.
No, I said it in my video yesterday too. I said that's one of my favorite steelbooks, if not my favorite steelbook in my entire collection is this one. I wasn't thinking straight, Bob. Sorry. Deadly Friend scares the hell out of my wife.
So, Ken, I would pay the 100 for the My Bloody Valentine with the posters and the extra art, the extra slip covers or slip cover in the box because it's really cool. Yeah. I will not pay 140 just for the 4 art cards, though.
No.
But I'll do 100.
But hey, if you are a lobby card enthusiast, they got you by the balls.
What are you gonna do with those?
Imagine if you if you're like Tony with movies, you just have to have them.
Oh, jeez.
But you feel that way about lobby cards.
What can you do with them?
Imagine how pissed you would be then.
They don't fit inside the slipcover or the movie. So what do you do with your art cards?
Yeah, I mean, Arrow on that Empire Screams box set, they had lobby cards in every single one of those individual Blu-rays, like 5 or 6 of them. I think they're kind of annoying, and they honestly don't even look that cool most of the time.
Or y'all could just do what Huck does, and he just makes his own lobby cards.
I want to know what people think too. So somebody said, "What about the 60?"
What's up, Magic Hands?
$60. What's up, Mike? What about $60 for collector pins? So Disconnected did say enamel pins are expensive though. They're very nice. So he's okay with like that.
I mean, I can halfway. I still think it's ridiculous to charge $60 for some pins.
Yeah.
But at least that's something that can hold some value, I feel like, over time.
That crap down, Tony.
Yeah, that's awesome. Looks like Daredevil on the cover.
But yeah, $60.
But lobby cards, like, come on, those aren't going to be worth anything.
Even $60 for pins is a bit pricey.
It is, but at least that's something that can be collectible, you know?
Yeah. Our cards, I mean, I'm all up for cardboard myself.
Those,
I love cardboard, but if our cards, that's like
people run whole businesses collecting those Disney pins,
but
like and picking those up and selling those.
Yeah, people make fun of me.
I got a ton of Disney pins.
So I can't make fun.
They love those Disney pins.
Art cards. I don't care.
Speaking of pins.
Oh yeah, Tony, they sent you that one for free, didn't they? For all your years of service.
I'm sure I spent enough money for
it. May makes a great double feature with Carrie. Wow, if you're comparing it to Carrie, then I will 100% get it. I love Carrie.
Carrie's a great one.
Carrie's probably one of my favorite horror movies of all time.
Is that your favorite De Palma?
Probably my favorite De Palma is probably Body Double. If I'm being honest,
I haven't even seen that one.
I love Body Double. I wish that somebody like if Second Sight did a freaking awesome 4K release of Body Double, that would make my day. But I think only Indicator has a release of that one. Tom Cruise is here. What's up, Tom? Thank you for attempting to save the movies this weekend, even though your movie didn't do as well as predicted. Still did okay. Let's see. Mizzy, the people didn't enjoy are the grown men excited for the Barbie movie.
Are you excited for Barbie, Ken?
Of course I'm Ken, right? But sure, I love Ryan Gosling, and I like Margot Robbie a lot too. I'll be honest. I don't know what that movie's gonna do though. I feel like a lot of people are predicting it's gonna freaking blow the doors off the box office, and it might. But I don't know. It comes out same weekend as Oppenheimer, so it's gonna be like some direct competition.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. Next weekend will be very interesting. But yeah, I'm excited to see it, I guess. They Live is by far the best steelbook. It's awesome. It's awesome. We got Captain Horror here. What's up, Captain Horror?
Captain.
How you doing, buddy?
He'll be on Tuesday.
Oh, Captain Horror's coming on too?
Oh yeah. That's my first time ever
streaming. You got all the up and comers.
Yeah, he's badass.
Cisco Horror Corner. What's up, Cisco?
That is great artwork though on that Friday the 13th, man.
Yeah. All right, let me get all the way down here. Those are
damn. So somebody ordered a replacement J card. Wow. I mean, if you care, but that's
my fucking J card.
Slip covers, like the way I feel about Tony and I feel about slip covers. So Tony, how would you feel if your J card came mangled?
I'd be upset.
You would be upset too. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I keep the J card on all my releases.
You keep them all on all your releases?
Yeah. So when the steelbook goes into the bag, it's got the J card with it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Brian doesn't think the pins are worth it. They say they can't even sell them on eBay.
With this Evil Dead one, it's got the J card with it.
Wow. I did not know you keep. Wow.
Why wouldn't you? I'm not an animal.
Yeah, why don't they just do the damn 4Ks in those hard cases?
You're trying to call me, Tony. All right. Where's my piece of paper to write your name down?
I wish they would do them all in these hard cases. All the 4Ks in these hard cases would be freaking
Those
awesome.
are so nice.
And that would at least somewhat compete with, Arrow. And Arrow does slip covers too, though, but it would at least compete with Vinegar Syndrome. I think that was a mistake. I think they should have started all the 4Ks with hard boxes.
They are freaking nice, those Halloween ones. And the Creep Show is another one, and then Elvira.
Creep Show was like one of a kind, wasn't it? They never really done anything like that before, I don't think.
Elvira is another one.
Yeah, Elvira, they just randomly did out of nowhere. I didn't even buy that one.
Well, Mike, if you need any J cards, let me know. I might have some for you.
Tony's a man after my heart with that J card care.
Yes.
All right, let's continue here with our Scream Factor discussion. Tony, how many titles would you say you have in your collection?
Screen Factory?
Yeah.
Said 420.
About 410. Maybe a little bit more than that because of the box sets.
I got 175. Bob, what do you got?
You got 175?
Yeah. You obviously missed my video from yesterday.
That's nice. I did miss your video. You son of a...
Oh, it was only 50 minutes long. You know?
Oh my God.
It got through it very quickly.
Yeah, you heard my live stream.
No, but hold on a second. I count my Shout Factory and Scream Factories together.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, I did not count my Shout Factory. These are strictly just Screen Factory.
I got like 120 Shout Select alone, so.
But the thing is that I have maybe 20 Shout Select titles, so it's still 155 Screen Factories.
So these shelves from...
Wait, do you count Halloween 1 through 10 as 10 titles then? Like
I count every individual movie as a title if it's in a box set.
Yeah.
Like I counted 12 from Friday the 13th.
The box sets alone are like...
The shelf right here from floor to ceiling, I've got one of those. It's nothing but Shout Factory and Screen Factory filled up.
Aren't you cool?
Flex.
I'm just saying, as far as having a lot.
Damn.
I love you, Tony. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness, we got 208 people in this chat.
Oof.
And guys, look, if you're not in this chat right now and you're not watching us live, Mid-Levolution 4, then I just got one question for you.
What are you waiting for, huh?
No, somebody stole that super chat off of you.
Don't start, Bob, with the drama. I thought we got out of that.
Look at Tony. Like, I'm not.
Did somebody take that?
Yeah.
What?
Next one. They screen captured it off of your video. They were watching live.
Then they got it even more low quality than I have it. Then. They cut it off of me. Okay. What are some of your rules for collecting Screen Factory, Tony? Do you have any rules?
Yes. So if it doesn't come with a slipcover, it's not a day one purchase.
Okay. Are there any restrictions on it's just a movie that you don't think you'd be into? Or is that not a factor?
No, I just get them all. That's really...
You're a professional collector. I didn't think it would, but
if it comes with a special gimmick like a free poster, which I know they're not really free because you're paying a premium to purchase directly from their website. But if it comes with a poster, I like to get the poster. If it's a box set that has extras, just like Bob was saying about My Bloody Valentine, having the heart-shaped box, that's something different.
Pretty nice.
I like that, but paying $10 for $10 a piece for 4 art cards for a total of $40 is crazy.
And that doesn't do anything for my completist issue. I don't need those to feel like a completist or be complete on Screen Factory. I'm not collecting their posters. I'm not worried about all of the pins. As long as I have the slips in the movies, then that's what I'm trying to be complete on. But to Tony's, you just mentioned this, and I've had a conversation in length with Tony recently about this. Tony, I'm going to bring it up. But like Tony and I, because we're both similar collectors in the fact that we need slips, I'm like Tony's mini-me when it comes to collecting. And I've talked to him about the struggle and kind of at times the frustration of being a completist in buying movies that you have zero interest in just because you own every other title. And you're like, well, I got to get it because I own every other one. And then there's that but I'm never, ever going to watch this. And then you get ripped on because people are like, why are you buying movies you hate or you're not interested in? You're like, well, because I'm a completist.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a pretty open mind when it comes to movies. There's not a lot of stuff that I wouldn't at least be interested or open to watching. And maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't.
Yeah. If they made the movie and they released it, then there's got to be some redeeming value from it.
Now I don't get the Peakorama titles from Vinegar Syndrome. Because I don't want to get my ass whipped at the end of the month. Even though I do most of the time anyway.
Peakorama. None of us have Peakorama in here, do we? Unless Ken does.
No, I don't have any of the Peakoramas.
Neither do I.
None. Tony has stiff competition, I think, but
Tony?
No, but I did get, what was that, 3D Prison Girls or something from
Oh,
Kino?
yeah.
I heard that was a straight up porn.
That's Kino and Lorber. That's porn.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
You bought that. Don't take that to church on Sunday.
This
You
is the
should
new
be all
Sunday school lesson. Guys,
You'll
don't.
be all right. Just bury it in the Kino collection, forget about it, and you'll be fine. Just don't ever watch it.
Kill Her Goats.
I feel like you'll forget in 10 years, though, Tony, and you'll go, oh, I haven't seen this Prison Girl movie, and you'll put it on in your 60s.
No, I'll never forget.
So, Tony, because it...
But Kino doesn't do stuff like that usually.
Not often. But it had a slip, and because you collect all slips, that's a struggle of yours because you're like, well, I want all the Kino slips, but this is basically softcore porn. And so is there a line where you're like, okay, I'm going to return it, or once you have it, you're just going to keep it?
Yeah, there may be a time where I just sell a bunch of the stuff that I don't care to watch.
Yeah.
But as far as right now in time, I'm trying to keep building the collection.
Yeah.
But I will not straight out go and purchase Peakorama titles from Vinegar Syndrome. I don't care.
Well, they're getting ready to put it on a different site, so you don't have to worry about,
How did you feel about Showgirls?
I've got it in the collection because they had all the other ones, but I've never seen it.
Showgirls is not. There's a lot of nudity. There's a whole lot of nudity, and there's some sex, but it's not a porno. And I would even put it in the category of softcore porn. It's an actual movie.
Can we clip the comment that Michelle made in that? See, I do watch your content. The comment Michelle made on your live stream about watching Showgirls, you don't remember it, but something Michelle said made you so uncomfortable, and it's great.
I don't remember what it was.
I won't say it here, but I'll tell you it later.
You can say
and
it.
It was.
Go ahead and say it.
It was hilarious. I could play it because I clipped it, but I was like, I can't put this on Instagram.
You clipped it, you son of a bitch.
Like Michelle might get pissed off. I'll play it.
He clips a bunch of crap.
I don't clip a bunch of crap. I usually but that was too good not to clip. Can I play it, Ken?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is Michelle gonna hate me? Because she watches your content.
Probably. She already hates you, so I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Message Michelle though. All right, here we go.
Everyone needs to see it. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready to get all horny after the.
Oh Jesus!
That's.
The way you bust.
I like how it's all fun and games now. I just couldn't believe you. Sometimes you just.
All right, you stop playing. You stop playing.
Yeah, that was enough. He could have stopped it 1 second.
You didn't have to clip it that long, Bob.
You know what, Tony? Because it goes on, and it's funny because Ken's like, I love how you just go and say the most obscure stuff. He said it's all fun and games now until she gets pissed later.
Yeah, Johnny told me to put Michelle's name on my list.
I'll say this: I had the best night of my life after that stream.
Put Ken's name down too, Tony.
I remember that. I remember that now. Yeah, no, that just caught me way off guard. Yeah, she brings that silliness. Yeah, I don't know where to go from there. My roles are usually I have to be interested in it for sure. I'm not a completionist like the two of you, but I like to get close to completionist sometimes without all the way getting there. What do y'all think about that?
And you got Vestron, you're complete on. I got that class of 1999.
You know what I discovered with Vestron? I don't think I can get complete on it. There's a title called The Unholy that I can't find anywhere.
Oh, really? I got an extra slip for that too. I think I might. So if you could get,
I don't
you
even know where to find the Blu-ray. I'm looking on Amazon. There's like nothing available.
Get it on eBay. I'll get it.
So if anybody's got a copy out there of The Unholy that they're looking to get rid of, send it my way. There's like a UK version. It has the UK sticker on it. I don't know what's going on with that one. I just figured that out the other day, though, when I was trying to.
You'll be able to get it. I could give you a link to get it, and then I think I got the slip.
Yeah, just send me a link. I don't care, like, if I have to pay like $50 or something to get it. I'll do it.
I might have a slip for it too. The slip might not be in the greatest shape, but
do you get the alternate cover art? Do you get the alternate slips every time, Tony?
I do, yes.
The thing you usually do.
Yeah.
And I also buy the Blu-ray twice so that I'll have something to put the slip on.
I mean, that sounds a little crazy and extreme, but it actually makes a lot more sense than to just get another slip with nothing to put in it.
Yeah.
Or a blank case.
And it's just like buying a variation, like you do with everything else.
You'll just wait for a sale, the cheapest price it'll be. You're not going to buy it at full price.
Yeah, it's like you got the slip you need. Now you can wait for it to go on sale to fill it. It's better than buying like alternate slips on release date because you want the slips.
Yeah, because I got
paying full price for them.
I got all these slips, the alternate artwork. I'm just waiting for the sale before I buy the Blu-ray.
The movie itself. Yeah.
I mean, I understand why you do it.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't just want the case in there; you want the actual movie.
Because there's been times before where I'll buy a Blu-ray, or I'll see what was it. I remember there was times when I used to put the extra slip on a blank case, and there was an occasion where I thought I had a movie because I saw the slipcover. And then when I took the slipcover off, there was no movie in it. And so I stopped doing that. And so now everything that has a slip has a true movie underneath it. And if the Blu-ray, if it says Blu-ray plus DVD combo, then it has to have the Blu-ray and the DVD inside of it. If it just says Blu-ray, then it has to just have the Blu-ray inside.
Yeah, I mean, it makes more sense than honestly just getting the slip with nothing in it. Because, like, why do you just want another slip?
But if nobody cares about that, then having the slip on an empty case is just fine.
Because I've had that problem when I got Candyman. I got both the slips. Like when that first came out on Blu-ray, that was my first time doing it. And I was like, all right, which one do I want today? And I'd take one off. I was like alternating them all the time. I thought it was cool, but I was like, well, at the end of the day, like, what do I really, what can I do with this slip other than just put it somewhere?
The original Child's Play release that Screen Factory did had the box, the yellow box artwork on the slip. So I think that's probably one of the first ones I got.
That's what I wish they did with this one when they put it out on 4K. I wish they would add an alternate.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
But since it already has Screen Factory release per their rules, they had to. Well, I don't know. That's weird because per their rules, this should have just had the original poster art. It shouldn't have had this cover art at all.
Right.
Because it's the original Screen Factory. So it should have just been the original poster art. It's kind of weird. They're always just flipping the scripts.
Yeah, making their own rules.
All right, let's while Bob's out, let's get into some recommendations. Did you bring over any recommendations, Tony?
I don't have the extra word for Unholy, but I'm gonna find it for you.
Well, I need the movie, not just the slip.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna find it for you.
Yeah, if you find it, you can send me the link. All right, Tony, throw a recommendation out there.
Just
one that you think is a must own. That you have to have in your Screen Factory collection.
One though, right now.
You can do all the ones you want. You can throw them all out if you want to do it like that. You just want to go.
So the ones I picked out Backcountry. So what I did.
Wow, that's a good. I didn't even know they had that.
I chose these that don't get talked about much. So of course everybody wants the normal studio titles like Halloween, Friday the 13th, but my selections are more not talked about. So Backcountry, really good story.
No, that attack scene is insane.
It is.
In that movie.
The Wind, Demon of the Prairie is a really good one.
Oh, wow. You're putting all the IFC stuff. Is Backcountry IFC too?
IFC. Yeah, it is.
Wow, that'd be cool if they could do a 4K that.
The Vigil's really good. And
I remember Pops talking that one up when it came out. Is that really good?
It really is.
I need to grab that.
So far, these are all IFC titles. Rent-A-Pal is a good one.
I love Rent-A-Pal.
Yep. And then some of my non-slips, Session 9. I really enjoyed this one.
Nice.
And then lastly, Single White Female. I've always liked this one.
That's a good movie.
That's
Yeah,
a
so
good
that
one.
one,
That deserved a big addition.
it did.
I watched that on DVD though when I watched it.
But I would recommend all of those titles.
All right, is that all you got? Or you got any more?
That's all I
Saving
really
any
pulled.
more?
I just pulled
All
5.
right, Bob, you got any must own?
I pulled 5 too. Yeah. So, I love this movie, but the alternate artwork, Tony, do you have it?
Mm-hmm.
It's our alternate artwork of this one is gorgeous. But this movie is so quotable and it's fun. This is a fun movie. When I get past the first 5 minutes of the movie, I have a blast with it. First like 6 or 7 minutes.
What's wrong with the first 6 or 7 minutes?
Not my cup of tea. But
Wasn't it like set in the 50s or something?
Yeah, but then there like the very beginnings, like space stuff, and not quite my cup of tea.
You want me to show the alternate?
Gives me the Blob vibes though, the original one. Oh,
It's dope. I remember when that came out.
Complete. I mean,
Didn't it come out with Didn't it come out with a Tom Atkins figure?
It did.
Yeah. I'm gonna rob Tony. But
Do you always collect the figures, Tony?
I do not. But the time that I did, I was able to. Let's see, what was it? I got the burnt little Chucky figure, and I also got the regular little Chucky figure back when it came out.
Silent Night, Deadly Night got one too, the NECA figure or whatever.
I sold them, got rid of them because I don't have space to keep the little NECA figures.
Yeah. Next one is going to be this in October. We're going.
Hold on, I was going to say real quick that Night of the Creeps. That's one I just ordered last year, and I still got the slip with it.
Yeah,
but so that was cool.
Slip is nice. So this movie, just thought it was funny because I just literally reserved Airbnb for October when we go to Bull Moose, and
that's a good one.
So this is an Airbnb, and we got 10 people. I just found an Airbnb for it and reserved it. So I was like, man, the rental's funny. We should watch that while we're out there. But the rental's fun. I liked it.
The rental's a movie that I thought was painfully mediocre for like the first 45, 50 minutes, but it like really ramps up in the last 30 minutes. And I thought the ending was great.
Yeah, kind of pissed me off. But this one and the alternate artwork too is nice. I love that. So
Fender Bender.
So Fender Bender is not the greatest movie in the world. It's pretty straightforward, pretty slow kind of. But if there's any movie out there that gives me fall vibes, this movie does it. Like the leaves are falling off the trees. It just every bit of this movie. Tony, you haven't seen this one yet?
I haven't seen it. I've got it, but I don't remember if I've seen it or not.
Is that IFC Midnight too?
No, actually, so I think from what I've heard is Scream Factory actually like put out the funds and made this movie themselves or produced it. I believe something like that. But it's got some pretty cool special features. I had a good time with Fender Bender. It's not great, but if Magic Hands is still here, he watched it, he saw it. I wonder if he liked it. I brought this over here not to necessarily recommend, but it was one of the first ones I bought. I got with a poster and Green Inferno. Awesome.
I still have never seen that movie.
So, I mean, it's like I don't want to say tamed down version because it's not really tamed down of Cannibal Holocaust, but I like the Green Inferno. Yeah. Tony, you haven't seen this one?
I haven't, no.
Yeah.
I like most Eli Roth films. I don't love any of his movies, but I generally like most of the stuff he does.
Yeah,
I like both the Hostel movies and
yeah, they cook somebody in that movie. It's
Cabin Fever is
and this good. Is my favorite release. I bought it as a blind buy. I didn't know anything about it, but just as being a completist, I effing love this movie so much. Class of 1984. One of my all-time favorites from the 80s. This movie is perfection for any 80s.
I got to watch that. What?
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it, Bob. I haven't seen a lot of movies in my collection.
And I don't watch my movies.
I got it right here, Bob.
You said you do watch your movies. No, it slipped here. with him.
But I can tell you, because I'm trying to go through and remedy some gaps, so I want to knock out some Wes Craven and some John Carpenter stuff. So I watched Vampires and Shocker and Deadly Blessing. And I think that the next one that I'm going to watch is The Entity. Because this one seems pretty damn wild. It's about a woman that's getting molested throughout the entire movie by a ghost. So,
Class of 1984 is just a fun watch.
Did it come out
So
in
here's the
84?
thing: if you in the chat,
Michael J. Fox is in there, right?
If you haven't seen Class of 1984,
I'm calling bullshit. This came out in 1982.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
So if you like the new Kids and Tough Turf,
I like New Kids.
I'm not gonna do that. If you like Scream, you'll like Glitter. But if you like Class of 1984, you'll definitely like New Kids and Tough Turf. Like those three movies coincide with each other. And Vestron put out not the sequel to it, but the same director directed
Class of
1999.
Yeah, that's the slipcover you guys sent me.
Yeah.
That's the slip. Well, you got a couple more to talk about, Bob?
That's all my recommendations right there.
Talk about Tony or somebody talk about God. I got to go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay. Let's just keep talking. And so here's the thing, and Tony would agree with this. It's not like art. So some people say they get rid of their slips if it doesn't come with reversible artwork, but it is so nice. Like it just adds to it having two artworks. And I know we're not displaying both artworks, but there's something to having two different artworks to be able to put one over the other. And I love when a movie like Fender Bender, which is not a theatrical release at all, still comes with reversible artwork, and I love that artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Yeah, check this one out, Tony. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. I don't know if you'd enjoy it a lot, but I think you'd be like, yeah, it was okay. So, yeah. But Tony, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to talk about another thing that I like to collect from Screen Factory is their double features. So I do try to get the double features that they release. Do you try to get all these, even though they don't come with slips?
So funny story, on Black Friday, I got Carrie and Rage 2, and it was like $79.99 or $74.99, but it was buy one, get one free. So I got the disc replay, not the one on Banff, Indiana. So it was buy one, get one free Black Friday, and I had pulled out Halloween with the slipcover from Lionsgate that was out of stock for like 70 or 75. And I was like, I really want this. I'll pay for it. But I want to find another movie that's $75. And then somebody was like, dude, get that Carrie and Rage 2. Like that goes for $80 on eBay.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
So I basically paid, like, if you split them in half, it was like $37 for each one, which isn't bad.
Yeah, it's really good. So Kim, we were talking about these double features. Oh, he ain't got his earbuds in, but double features.
Doesn't Ken look beautiful tonight, Tony?
Yeah, I love his
Thank
t-shirt.
you. I appreciate that. Is that the Rage Carry too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They came out with that?
Yeah.
In a double pack?
That's still out of print. I bet that still goes for like, because I knew, like, when I bought it, Carrie had already gotten announced on 4K. So I was like, is it really worth $80 still? And I guess that's still worth a crazy amount of money because of Rage 2. That's the only.
Yeah, does that not have like a good Blu-ray, I guess?
That's the only way you could get that.
That's crazy.
Well, first of all, Bob, you were talking about this Carrie double pack. This is the remake of Carrie. It's not the original Sissy Spacek Carrie.
Oh, really? That's Chloe Grace Moretz.
The reason why it's so expensive. It's hard to really find this one.
Are you serious? That's not
Yeah, that's the remake.
I got the remake on Blu-ray.
No, what I'm saying though is it with the Rage of Carrie, Carrie 2, the Rage.
But Ken, that's not the one with Chloe Grace Moretz.
No, this is the one.
Oh, the TV remake. Then it was a TV remake.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
That's why it's so expensive. Because
who played Carrie in the TV remake?
That makes sense. I didn't know that.
Wasn't it somebody that wasn't a notable actress?
The prices, you got 99, 100,
shit,
107, 98, 99. So, yeah. So neither one of those, I think, have a standalone Blu-ray.
Nope. That's why they're so expensive, Bob.
Except, oh yeah, there's a DVD. Yeah. I did not know that.
Does that make you happier about your purchase?
That does, because I did not know that. That makes sense. That's why when the 4K got announced, it was still the same amount. I was like, this is interesting. That makes sense. I did not know that.
Nobody can beat the Sissy Spacek carry.
Yeah. I did like Chloe Grace Moretz, though.
See, Your Next is another one I would want Second Sight to get.
Yes, that would be great.
It'd be a badass
Dude,
Second
if Your
Sight.
Next gets, I'm jumping up. I'm doing a
And I would think that
if
because Adam Wingard did The Guest, and I think his writer's name's Simon Barrett, and they both worked with Second Sight on that release. So I would think that they could work with them on Your Next.
that could happen. Your Next is a realistic option, because if It Follows got one, I feel like that's right on pace with
Your Next, It Follows. They all came out around the same time, and they all feel
Your Next was
very
what,
similar.
2013? It Follows was 2015. So
yeah, that would be.
But those are two of the best, in my opinion. Your Next and It Follows are two of the best movies of the last 15 years, or best horror movies, I should say.
Yeah, I won't disagree with you. I love them both. Both those movies, because I saw them around the same time. I was kind of done with horror in the 2000s. I didn't like all the Saws and the remake crap, and they kind of brought me.
And
back
I would
to the
love
genre.
to see Your Next on 4K. Like, I'm so excited for It Follows on 4K, but Your Next on 4K, because that's a 10-year-old Blu-ray at this point now.
Yeah, plus that same era where all these other films were coming out, the one where the one where those three people break into the blind guy's house. What was it called again?
Don't Breathe.
Don't Breathe. Yeah,
That was an amazing movie.
And you just rewatched that.
I did, yeah.
Because as soon as
it came out in 2016. That and The Conjuring 2 came out like in the same summer. I remember going with my wife to the theater down the street to see both of those pretty close together. And Lights Out too. I think that one came out.
Yeah.
I didn't like Lights Out as much. It was okay.
Lights Out? Yeah.
Close to complete. That's called edging, Ken, said the big half. Only collection I own every single title so far, including the 4K as well, is 88 Films, the Italian collection so far from 88 Films.
That's a vast collection right there. The Italian collection, there's a lot of those.
Yeah. Might just be temporary. It could be, but I mean, they put a lot of Vestron's put a lot of stuff back in stock with a slipcover, but that seems to be the only one they have not. Because I ordered a bunch recently with slipcovers from Diabolic, and that was the only one that they didn't have.
I think the Italian collection, geez, they have like 90 or so releases.
Do you think Kino will ever give an update on Kindergarten Cop and Face Off?
Yeah, what I can't imagine they lost the rights, but why? Yeah, I mean, usually a couple of months after Dawn of the Discs or any of them announce it, it's a couple weeks later that they officially announce it themselves.
Yeah, I mean, Kino officially announced them all.
Kino did officially announce them all?
Yeah, but they do a thing where it's like they're doing their own rumors. We're working on this. And they don't like give details or specifics. They just say,
and I think if they do that, then it's a done deal.
The only one that they pulled off was Bug.
Yeah, Bug.
And that was because of issues with William Friedkin. They just don't want to work with him anymore.
Oh.
He's very hard to work with.
Ooh.
So I don't think that that's going to happen when Kindergarten Cop and Face Off. Just for whatever reason, they seem to be taking a lot longer.
Wow, that's a hot take, James.
We got Techo Tuesday.
What's up, Techo Tuesday?
My mission was to collect every single title released from all studios with OG slipcovers. I finally hit that milestone 2 weeks ago. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Ken, I remember that tag.
Ken, would you take they're mentioning Three Ninjas. Would you like to see Three Ninjas? Any of those get
all of them. Vinegars or VSUs.
VSU, right? Yeah.
They could do a freaking first ever VSU trilogy box set or however many freaking isn't there like 4 or 5 Three Ninja movies?
Yeah, Knuckleback, Kickback.
I only care about the first 3. Like those are the ones I watched.
Yeah, and then they got High Noon at Mega Mountain, so there's 4 of them.
Yeah, I never saw the one with Hulk Hogan. I saw the first 3 though.
I was going to make a comment about this statement here. Tom Cruise in the chat, he's got all the original. So all his collection consists of the original slip covers. So if it came with a slip, then it's got the original slip cover for it.
Wouldn't it be so awesome if the real Tom Cruise collected Scream Factory?
And he's got a video up if you want to check out his entire collection. He does it every year.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah. From the chat.
He doesn't show his face in the video?
No, never.
No, gotcha.
Tom Cruise, that is actual YouTube channel. Tom Cruise has a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
This Tom Cruise right here,
exactly.
like that's a channel that has videos.
Yes.
I'll have to check it out.
Tony's kid.
I did not know.
Patience, Tony. Patience.
Culture Trinities love show and tell. Well, let me go ahead and give some of my recommendations. Of course, I'm gonna go very simple, very basic. Child's Plays. I love these. I think they're must-owns. I don't care how much grease is in them. Tony, did you have a lot of grease in yours?
I did not.
What would you all say if I told you that I kept all the grease in mine? I haven't even wiped them out yet.
Yeah, you paid extra for that, so keep it.
Yeah, why would I want to? I'm keeping it in its original state. I'll clean them out eventually. I just don't feel the need to now. The Halloween. I know everybody gets excited for the Friday the 13th box set or got excited, but like these are honestly like the pinnacle for me for Scream Factor. I thought all these looked amazing, and I was so excited when they got announced.
Did it bother either one of you that Child's Play, they did the same? They did not do an alternate artwork for the slip like they did for the... I know they did for the Blu-ray.
We talked about it when you were away. Yeah.
They did for the Blu-ray, the yellow, a while back. They did an alternate artwork.
You want to see some shit? My Halloween 4 still does not have a Blu-ray. They sent it to me without a Blu-ray.
What?
Just the 4K.
Oh my!
I still do not have. I sent an email to them and they never got back.
Oh my god! And don't get me started on an eco case for a 4K with the
they come in. Everybody's hot about these.
With reverse artwork. You don't.
I was fine with the eco case. I just wanted my Blu-ray disc in there.
I haven't seen any eco case 4Ks until
now. That is an example of them screwing me over. And I thought about just buying Halloween 4 again just so I can get the disc.
Unbelievable.
But I haven't done it yet. In the Mouth of Madness is a must-own. Have y'all seen this one?
Mm-hmm.
John Carpenter movie. I think I had maybe heard of it before the Scream Factor was announced, but when it was announced and I saw Sam Neill on the cover and I saw how cool the cover was, I ordered this one immediately. And it was awesome. Loved it. Valentine, I love this movie since I was a kid. I'd recommend this.
I'm sorry, I got to interrupt. Somebody said P2 needs a Blu-ray or 4K. It's stuck. I would love
it's on DVD.
Scream Factory to put out P2 on Blu-ray or something.
There's all kinds of movies that would be right up their alley to put out on Blu-ray, but they're all in on 4K now, and it almost feels like they don't even want to touch collector's editions for Blu-rays anymore. I think Cursed was the last one they did last year, and that was over a year ago.
So Cursed Blu-ray was the last collector's edition that they put out.
I think they did that Night Creatures movie, and that was a Blu-ray.
That was right before.
And then they did Cursed, and I think that Cursed.
That was the last one.
So Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was the last one they did.
The last collector's edition, they drop a bunch of the standard stuff all the time. But
yeah, they should absolutely still be doing, because not every movie needs, the 4. I would like to see most every movie on 4K, but
might not care.
P2 would be fine. Collector's edition, some nice artwork. People would pick that up,
Give me her right on the front cover of P2 and I'm happy.
How do you feel about Valentine, Bob? Just one of your post-Scream slasher favorites?
I like Valentine. It's not, I know
I love it.
Valentine more, but
I had a snapper case of this DVD. Watch it all the time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I took a break this year from it because I was sick of watching it every single year. I feel like I don't know about other people.
You don't have to watch it on Valentine's.
That's what I'm saying. I like to mix it up because I get sick of watching the same thing every year sometimes. Like I've been watching certain Christmas movies and I'm just like, I need to take a break for once. Like
there's certain Christmas movies that I will never not watch on Christmas time.
Like Christmas Vacation.
Right? Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Scrooge is getting a 4K.
Home Alone 1 and 2. I love that though. I love rewatching.
And did you know that Dell's favorite movie of all time is Home Alone?
I didn't know that. Yeah. Home Alone 2 needs a 4K though. immediately. But Disney sucks. What about Urban Legend, Bob?
Love it.
I love this movie.
But
this is one that
hot take. I actually like the sequel too. Just like I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
was the sequel, Final Cut. I think I've seen both of them. I know I've seen Bloody Mary. I remember renting that and thinking it sucked ass. The third one. I don't remember the second one all that much though. Are you saying the second one's good?
I like it, but also keep in mind, I also like I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. And when I say that, most people would tell me Final Cut and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer are some of the worst horror sequels ever made.
I Still Know What You Did Last Summer is fine. That's a good movie.
Yeah, no, I got a buddy who thinks it's the worst horror movie ever made. Like,
did he see I Always Know What You Did Last Summer?
I told him, and he's like, the problem is that I Still Know What You Did Last Summer tried to take itself seriously, and it's a terrible movie. And I'm like, I disagree.
This movie's got a killer cast though.
And if you
Freaking Jared Leto, Tara Reid, freaking Brad Dourif's in this movie.
Tara Reid's chase sequence.
Robert Englund. Rebecca Gayheart.
Tara Reid's chase sequence in that is one of the best chase sequences of any horror movie, in my opinion. It's so good.
Well, when she's in the studio.
Yeah, it's such a good scene.
Yeah, this is a great movie. I think Jamie Blanks directed. He also directed Valentine. I think he's an underrated slasher director for sure. Michael Rosenbaum, doesn't he have like a podcast or something now? It's like super popular.
I don't know. He's the
and
one.
Joshua Jackson, freaking it's a crazy good cast in that movie. The Dead Zone's really good.
TV series was good too.
What?
The TV series was really good.
Who was in the TV series? Was that Anthony Michael Hall?
It was.
Yeah, I never watched the TV series. This is probably top 3 Cronenberg movie though for me. I really like this movie a lot. And Army of Darkness I thought was awesome. I thought it looked freaking great in 4K. I just got my new TV when I watched this, and it was just stunning picture quality. Alligator's great on 4K. That's a must own. Starman. Y'all seen this one?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Jeff Bridges, Karen Allen. Watch this one, Bob. You would love this movie.
Is he being sarcastic?
It's a romantic science fiction film.
Maybe.
With Jeff Bridges as an alien.
I need this.
He comes down to Earth, and him and Karen Allen fall in love, and they're on the run from the government because he's an alien, and they found out he landed. It's a good movie. Starman. Watch it.
Who directed that?
John Carpenter.
I thought so.
1984. And my last one was Sleepaway Camp because I love Sleepaway Camp. So there you go.
I think the second one more than the first.
I think I'm with you on that, but that's just a lot of it's nostalgia. But you can't take away from that first one and the ending.
Yeah,
the ending of the first one is so like crazy. But I love the girl that plays. God, what's her name? What's the girl's name? Angela. In the second one, I think she's crazy. All right, what are you looking up, Bob?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You look like you're looking up something.
I was just trying to think if there was a troll in here or not.
Like
I recognize.
You're always seeing the chat before I do.
Like I recognize that name. I'm pretty sure.
Probably is. There's 188 people in there. At least 3 of them's bound to be trolls.
He's not a troll.
Do you know who I'm thinking of?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Type it in the private chat. We'll see.
Somebody commented on one of my videos the other day and said that I have a lot of weird people that watch my channel.
Yeah, that's who. That's
not. It could be that.
Okay, because they've had some words before where I was like, yeah, that's a troll.
Oh, no. He's an OG.
Yep, OG.
Fender Bender is a fun time. Brian likes Fender Bender.
Yeah. He said that. He was also saying he has the Night of the Creeps, the original slip.
Oh, man. I bet that pissed you off.
I want that, yeah.
Bob, do you have a sign by Eli Roth? Grand
No,
Inferno slip? Because Brian does.
I know. I'm one of the people who does not give a flying F about signatures.
I don't either.
Honestly. And it's really cool. Like, some people love that stuff. I think I was talking to Tony about it. I would rather spend like, because I know going to meet people could get really expensive, like $400 and stuff like that. I would rather just buy movies instead of meet my celebrities for 5 minutes and get a signature. Like the picture is cool.
John Cena signed my Word Life hoodie back in 2004. That was pretty cool. That was the last signature I got on anything.
I'm not saying like the meeting people sounds amazing. Like I met Tony Todd. He's the only celebrity I really met, but I would like, I'm like, man, I got to buy movies and stuff. It lasts 3 minutes where you get to meet them. It's an experience.
I just want signatures of all my favorite YouTubers on here, you know.
When me and Tony,
when I meet Bob, I need him to sign something in my collection. I need him to sign a Blu-ray copy of Reindeer Games.
I will do. I can do that for you.
Or some sappy romantic rom-com title. Like always my love or something. What was that movie you were
All
showing?
my life, you're thinking.
Just some bright pink slipcover. I watched that video today.
I wonder if Ken had.
You go, everybody was making fun of me for this, but I got all my love. And you're like, it came with a slip. That's cool.
I did shake the hand of Mr. Tony Todd in a bash.
Breakdown will probably get a 4K because they did a Paramount Presents of it and they got a 4K scan, so I'm sure they'll do a 4K. Paramount loves doing that. Yeah, I heard some crazy things about it. I think I might try to watch it tonight. Yeah, a woman getting molested by a ghost.
Honestly speaking, I would rather meet other YouTubers than meet celebrities. Because then I could actually, like, it means something.
Yeah.
I know who I am. I know who they are. I get to know them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't have to pay $100.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Class of 84 is what the principal is with Belushi. I highly recommend the recent release Dr. Giggles. I would have got it, Max Thunderstone, if it came out with a slipcover. Did you get Dr. Giggles, Tony?
No.
No slip. Wait until sale.
So you just get the slips if they do the Scream Factory site exclusives, right?
I only get them if they have the slip. The only non-slip versions I get are the site exclusive that are limited
to like 1,500. Yeah.
Just because I'm worried that it's going to sell out, it's going to be out of print, and then I won't have it.
As we got a problem, Bonnie is pissed. We're in trouble.
Yep. Sorry, Bonnie.
Somebody send Bonnie the link. She wants to come in and talk about her favorite Scream Factory title. I know she's probably watched most of them. I definitely did not know that. We need a blue release of Toby Hooper's remake, The Toolbox Murders. I haven't seen that one.
Are we going to talk about some titles that we would like to see Scream Factory do?
Yep. Hold on.
I got one.
Yep, Brian is correct on that. Of course.
Oh, really? They said October, November? What'd Brian say? Oh, we got Sue in here now.
What's up, Sue? What did Brian say? Ken? Tony?
He was talking about who played Carrie in the TV movie.
Who was it? Drew Barrymore?
No.
It seems like a role she would have took, though.
Angela Bettis.
Angela Bassett.
Bettis.
What did you say? Oh.
Bettis? What? I don't know who that is.
Deep Blue Sea would be cool. That would be cool.
I don't know if they do that. I don't see Scream Factory do many shark movies.
Yeah, I don't know if it'd be a Scream. I don't know. I could see Deep Blue Sea being a Scream title. It's kind of a horror.
I'll take it. I'll take some cool artwork for it.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
All right, what do we got to get into next? I want to follow the do you all have any issues with Scream Factor? I feel like we covered all this stuff throughout the stream. Any criticisms? What's your all's thoughts on the criticisms? Constant upgrades, overpriced editions, no slip covers, quality control.
I think the lack of empathy and care. It just doesn't seem like they care. I feel like
let me phrase it this way real quick. How do you feel about Screen Factory as a company right now in 2023? Do you feel good about them? Are you going about continuing to collect for them?
I don't feel like they care enough. When you look at Kino Lorber, I feel like some studios hear or labels listen and they put out what people want. Like, I don't feel like Scream Factory gives a shit what we want. They're just going to do what they want.
Yeah, my big gripe with them right now is the way that they redid their website. It is not as good as it used to be.
Oh, it sucks.
It's terrible. That's my big gripe with them right now.
You can go to new releases and you'll have to go all the way down to like the middle to see like what actually just got announced.
I don't know why they changed it like that.
And it's really expensive. I mean, you're charging $40 for our cards.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that what they're doing now is sustainable? Do you think they're going to be around in the next 5 years, or do you think that Vinegar Syndrome and other companies are just going to completely run them over?
I think they're going to have to. I know some people in the chat are like, "Oh my god, here we go." I think they're going to have to start putting slips on their stuff more if they want to increase their sales and not have to sell them at a discounted rate. Because Happy Death Day is just not selling at $27.99. People aren't going to buy it for that. They're going to pay $17.99 or $14.99. But I don't think you talk about Evil Dead. I don't think they're putting the amount of work in where it's costing them a crap ton of money. I feel like they just don't. They're not putting. That's what I'm saying. They're not putting that effort and care into it as much as some other companies might.
Yeah, not since Jeff Nelson left. They're not doing as good.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that Psycho release, like Arrow, with the box that they put, the Enter the Video.
Do you think they're going to put it out here? Do you think they're going to do those movies in 4K here? Huh? From Scream Factory Psycho movies?
Oh, I don't know. I just think you look at like what Arrow did in they're killing it. These box sets that they put out, the Bruce Lee, the Psycho set they got coming to Enter the Video store, like that's care into that. That's high quality packaging and special features and booklets and all that stuff.
Yeah. I think that really the main thing that's keeping Scream Factory afloat right now is they just have the most recognizable titles. Like they have all the mainstream stuff. It feels like all the heavy hitters. Arrow has a lot of it too, but Vinegar Syndrome's only like just now starting to get that stuff. People are only just now starting to recognize them as a brand. Yeah, their packaging beats them, but like most people don't want the titles that they're putting out.
Yeah. And Marius is calling me out for spending full price on my Shout Factory, Screen Factory titles.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Well, what do you have to say about that, Tony?
Well, as I said before, I
don't give a damn what you think.
No, I didn't say that. If it doesn't come with a slip, I don't buy it. If it comes with a slip, I'm going to buy it day one.
Unless it's Happy Death Day.
If it doesn't come with a slip. And right, I did that because I was kind of confused.
What's up, Cal?
They would release that without a slip. I just thought maybe it would have came with a slip.
Nice. I don't know. What do you think, Tony? Are you gonna buy from Screen Factory until they just go under?
Of course.
Till the last day, till they close their door.
Yep.
All right. I'm confident that they'll figure out a way to turn it around.
I don't think they're going to go out of business anytime soon. They're, like you said, they got the most recognizable titles, and people are still buying it. So,
yeah. I mean, they are doing a lot of 4Ks. It does seem that like they refuse to adapt, which I think will hurt them in the long run. But
here's a good.
They're doing good work. I mean, their stuff's really good.
You said this last year in one of your videos. So Vintage Gamers US said poor customer service. Do you remember when you emailed them and they said to you, just wipe it off?
Mm-hmm.
Where you were like, well, everybody was emailing them and they were like, just wipe it. And it's like, that's poor customer service.
Yeah.
You don't have a solution other than wipe it.
And they charge extra for a package. What's it called? They charge you more.
Insurance for $5 extra now for insurance.
Yeah. So of course I've been doing that because I buy from them, and so I got a slipcover that came.
They charge you $5 for insurance
for packaging insurance. Otherwise, they're not going to cover it, I guess.
Yeah.
What the?
If
Are
it
you
gets
kidding
lost
me?
in the mail, they will not cover it. But my slipcover arrived damaged. Or what was that last one? Creep Show.
Of course, it arrives damaged. They put it in an oversized box with a poster and no protection at all.
Yep.
Insurance for every. You got to pay $5 extra for every title.
No, just one per.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Tony. You need to just start ordering these suckers off of Amazon.
So
save yourself some headache. I got this burning 4K from Amazon, perfect condition.
But
Amazon's
the one
been
that came with the
recently.
exclusive slip, I can't get from Amazon.
Yeah, exclusive slip. So
then get it from Screen Factory. But if it's just regular,
text
like
me
the burning, just get it from
job
them.
interview went. Have a good night, man.
You don't need them posters.
Tony? What happened with this damaged slip? Did you contact them?
Yeah, I did. They would not replace it.
And you paid for the insurance?
Yep. She said it does not cover. It does not. It only covers if it gets lost.
What the?
You paid for damn insurance packaging, and they wouldn't supply a new slip cover. I'm about to flip my table right now. You've got to be kidding
Tony,
me.
you have got to make a video on that. You have got to.
I'd be making a video because they're not sending out review copies anyways to people, really. So
yeah, you got to make a video, and
they're the one company I
annihilate them, Tony style. It'll still be nice.
Have you ever gotten Screen Factory review copies or no?
No. Well, never from Screen, but a lot of people got these. We got these Jackie Chan sets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's I did get these. So this is the only thing I've ever gotten from Shout Factory, and this was like
those are like $80.
It's weird how because sometimes people will just randomly contact me, and they'll be like, "Do you want this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah,
of course.
And I'm like, but it's like the person that contacts me about like Universal stuff.
Like I randomly got this.
Yeah, see, I'm not on that level. I'm not on Tony and Sue's level. They're getting those.
Wait, you got that, Ken? Didn't you?
No, I did not. I don't get that stuff. I don't get those Walmart exclusives.
Jake, Sue, and Tony got that, the Icon Edition. You sons of.
Yeah, I'm not on Sue and Tony's level.
Disc. It's just a package.
They're getting 4Ks. They're getting 4Ks before they're even announced for release.
You're lucky. It's like 2 months early. You guys got it. You sons of.
There's no disc.
I don't care if there's no disc.
There's no discs.
No, there's no disc. They're going to send it to them at a later date.
You're shitting me.
No, I'm not joking.
There's no disc in that? Are they going to send it to you?
Yeah, later date. And they're going to get the Steelbook too.
Hold on. You got the Shazam one too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did they send you that?
That sent to you?
No disc, huh?
You got that sent to you though, the Shazam?
Yep. This is the only two I've ever been. Those are the only two titles that they've ever sent me.
But they didn't put a disc. Are they going? Did they send you the disc for Shazam when it came out?
I don't think so. No, I ordered mine from Walmart.
No disc, no dip. That's a new catchphrase.
That's what I'm saying. So when it comes to review copies, you send me something for free.
Oh, for real? Bruce Springsteen's sister.
I'll take anything for free.
Yep.
When it comes to movies.
Yeah, isn't her name like Pamela Springsteen or something in Sleepaway Camp 2? What's going on, Fauci Cinema? I'm going to be on his channel Wednesday nights.
Sue's flexing
9 p.m.
Right now too.
Thank you for showing up, Fauci. Magic can't. What's Sue flexing on?
We get the Steelbook and another Icon Edition later on for Fast X.
I didn't get. I don't think I get that.
Ken, if you want all of us to sign something, you better show up to the Bull Moose trip. No, Sue, I expect you to sign something and send it to me.
Give him the Icon Edition, Sue. Sign it and send it.
Just send me Just send me one of your Dollar Tree movies that you don't want anymore. That's not
Ken-
worth anything.
Ken, I still think the best thing you ever got sent to you was the Film Vault range stuff. That was so nice.
Yeah, those are nice. But the thing about those is that I'm not being sent like actual numbered editions, you know.
What? You didn't get numbered on those?
They're not numbered. That's the only thing with those. They're the exact same thing, but they're not numbered.
Well, the numbered spine.
So the collectible aspect of it, it's almost like they're not worthless, but it almost feels like they're worthless
they're
because they're
numbered.
not a part of the actual numbered line.
Wait, they're not numbered on the spine?
No, they're numbered on the spine. But I'm just saying they're not like one of, because those are like 5,000 or something.
Are you going to get the next 4 sent to you?
Nobody's reached out to me about them yet, but I feel like last year when I got those, they didn't reach out to me until like 2 or 3 weeks before they came out or something. So I don't know. I hope they do because I really want that Jaws one, and it's sold out super quick. So
Yeah, I got all mine pre-ordered.
And I got a serious question. Was the Florence Pugh blanket that you got sent to you the nicest thing you've ever been sent?
it's up there. To be honest, if you want to know 100% the nicest thing I've ever been sent, it is from the dude who loves movies, and it's that Rocky Rambo picture up there. I freaking love that, and the Oscar as well.
Yeah, he's flexing for the dude.
It's just too bad that at the same time he had to hit on my wife and send her chocolate covered gummy bears.
She loved those.
So it took it.
Yeah, that you
took away from it a little bit.
And you were like, I didn't know that you liked those. And she's like,
I know. Not only did he, make a pass at my wife with chocolate covered gummy bears, but he threw me under the bus too because I didn't know she liked them. I think he sent me that Stallone picture though, if like maybe a month or so earlier. But I love that picture. Love it. Oh, and my buddy John Cooley for sending me 3 out of the 6 of the VSUs.
Wow.
Maybe 4.
Oh yeah,
because I would have not been complete on that.
You got the Beastmaster.
No, I bought Roadhouse, Sidekicks, and Showgirls, so he sent me the first 3 of those.
Yeah, you got Beastmaster.
But that was a blessing and a curse because now I have to collect every single one, no matter what they put out.
Mm-hmm.
4K Media Guy wants us to talk about Scream Factory prices, like charging new Blu-rays for Little Nicky, $27.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's so simple. Just put a slipcover on it, it makes it feel more worth it. Add a couple new special features, it makes it feel more worth it. Like, yeah, it's just crazy. Bonnie, was not a pity invite. We love you. I'm sorry. Oh, Blu-ray's pissed.
Yep.
That would be cool. TCM 2003.
Oh man, I'd kill for that too.
Do you think they would do that?
I mean, it would be in their wheelhouse. I like Tom Cruise's takes tonight. He's got good ones.
Didn't they only do the second one?
Texas Chainsaw would be great, man. That would be a great one.
Didn't they only do the second one from Scream Factory?
They did.
They did. They did the Next Generation.
Next Generation.
That
one I have. I don't have Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 because that was ridiculously expensive.
Who owns TCM 2003? Is that Dark Sky too? I don't know. What are some titles before we get out of here? What are some titles that you all want to see from Scream Factory?
One. I would take The Ruins on 4K.
Damn, that's an obscure one.
Yeah. I would take Mike Flanagan's Hush.
What?
That's
release.
I thought you said Mike Flanagan. Yeah, that's a good one.
Do you think that'll ever happen?
I don't know.
Don't you think that Netflix is kind of sitting on a gold mine a little bit? Like if they started actually putting their stuff out on physical media, like they've done a couple. I mean, they did Stranger Things and stuff. They would sell a lot. Mario says that he doesn't buy trash.
Nope.
I'm sure you bought some trash before, Marius.
Marius is real picky about what he purchases.
See, he says he buys trash also. Collector's edition should have a slip, special features, and everything.
Yes.
It should. You're right, Mama. When you're right, you're right. I mean, I think we talked about most of the stuff I want to see. But I mean, at this point, like, I just don't trust Scream Factory to do. Like, I feel like if it's something I want them to put out, they'll put it out without a slip or something.
Yeah, and
Or they won't give it. They won't do it justice. So it's like everything that I would have wanted them to do like 2 years ago. I would rather like Second Sight or
like A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Vinegar Syndrome do. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street's the big one. Would you want to see that from Shout Factory?
Yeah,
Just to match that Friday the 13th set?
it would be nice.
And what would it can't just be Blu-ray at this point though. Like they would have to be 4K.
But if they did just Blu-ray, I would still be okay with that.
With the
Yeah,
4K scan.
better quality.
Yeah, they do 4K scans on them all. I really honestly think this is what I think is going to happen in Nightmare on Elm Street. It's going to come out from Warner Brothers next year, and it's going to be in a case like this. That's exactly what I think is going to happen. And it's going to be the first one through New Nightmare.
It's not 6 and New Nightmare.
No, I think that this will just be a 7-movie set from Warner Brothers.
Oh gosh, that was.
And it'll be in this kind of thing. I mean, best we can hope for is maybe the Superman 4K collection type thing with each individual 4Ks on the inside.
That's a shitty box too.
But yeah, it's shitty.
Isn't it?
But that's exactly what I think is going to happen. I think it'll be all in one little black case. And it'll have maybe the same artwork that the Blu-ray one did. At least they'll all be on one disc, though.
So you would think Dr. Giggles should have been a collector's edition, but like Ken and I were saying, they haven't done a collector's edition since Cursed, which was about 12 months ago or around that. So Dr. Giggles was Blu-ray, so it's like they would have, you know what I mean? I feel like they're done doing Blu-ray collector's editions. Sue's flexing; she knows it.
She's flexing. Sue's big time now.
Yep.
All right, let me read a couple. We got Pamela Springsteen in the chats.
Yeah.
Holy crap! I am the star of Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. I'm Angela, Mr. Mid-Level. I'm sorry, Pamela Springsteen. My goodness.
Yeah, Pamela Springsteen and Tom Cruise both in the same chat.
Jeez, I did know your name though, Pamela. I said it before I even saw your name. I said, "Isn't her name Pamela Springsteen?" I never knew you were Bruce Springsteen's sister. My goodness, I got royalty. Well, Pamela, if you want to jump on, just send me a message on Instagram. We'll do a stream with you. Culture wants somebody to send him something. Bob, can you send Culture something?
Like what?
I don't have anything. Prefer a studio release.
I got some Westerns on DVD, Culture. I can probably send you. I think I got a few back in there. Like, what's it called? Overrange? What's it called? I forget the name of it. Over the Range?
Oh.
Kevin Costner, Robert Duvall. I forget the name. Warner Brothers owns TCM. Oh, we got Pure Hangout. I need help. Would you buy a new 50% off Criterion or gently used Criterion for $5 less than that sale price?
Gently used. Not me
Tony
personally.
would buy the new one.
Yeah.
Realistically.
But I buy a bunch of so-called gently used stuff off of eBay.
Yeah. Open range. Thank you, Mike B. Look, guys, that's it. I'm not going to keep you on any longer. That's Scream Factory. I think we did a decent job covering Scream Factory. Do you have anything else you want to say about Scream Factory tonight before we end the stream?
No, just the only thing I'll say is thanks for always fun, the chat. It's all about the chat and, you know, keeping the panel entertained, as I always say. So appreciate you having me on, Ken, and then I appreciate the chat for hanging out.
Would you all ever want to do these for any other boutique labels?
Yeah. As far as him and I go, yeah. Arrow Video. Yeah.
Vinegar Syndrome.
Deeper dive into some of the other labels like MVD or something.
Well, I said this in my video yesterday. I feel like Scream Factory is the one I've watched the most of, for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
After that, though, I would go Arrow Video. I've probably seen quite a few in the Arrow collection as well. All right, Tony. Tell them where they can find you. Tell them what you got coming up. Everything. Full screen.
Yeah.
Full screen Tony.
Basement Blues. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I've got a video coming out tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. of my Criterion road trip.
Where's your name?
Names. What?
Wait a second, Tony. You said you didn't make a video.
It's the video though where I did the trip. I didn't video with James, but James met me there. Me and James are not in the video together.
What a missed opportunity.
No, it was crowded and it would have been very awkward.
I would have loved to have seen it.
Yeah. And then I got several other videos coming out this week. 7, one every day.
Oof.
You're killing it. You're freaking killing it. I'm very proud of Tony over at Basement Blues, putting a video out every single day.
You know who also does that? Ken.
Live streams. Huh?
I said, you know who also puts out a video every day? Ken.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Most people know that. I've missed a day this year.
Oh, really?
I think. I know I missed a couple of days when I was sick.
Oof.
Maybe not, though. I don't remember. Bob, let them know what you got coming. I know you got 5 live streams this week.
Yep.
Let them know what they are.
Um,
Bob's tired. How early did you get up this morning, Bob?
Dude, I don't sleep much, so that's my problem.
I've been up since 4:30.
When I went to Iowa on Friday, I got 3 hours of sleep, and then I drove home, so I was up. Yeah, it was
And it's your birthday recently, so happy late birthday.
Yeah.
How old are you now, Bob?
32. I think.
Getting up there with me, son. You're only 5 years behind.
Catch up. But yeah, I have a stream on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday's the slipcover tournament. It's going to be round 2 of the steel books and slipcover one. It's the last one I'm doing, and then the final.
Ever?
Yeah, for right now, for a while, I'm going to do like a DVD one, a horror one in October. That's going to be on July 25th, the final round. But on Wednesday, I'm also doing a remembering stream again for Anton Yelchin. So I like top 5 Anton Yelchin movies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Green Room.
It was great. I miss Anton Yelchin.
Charlie Bartlett.
Yep. Watch that one.
Right now.
All right. Well, as for myself, I don't got much going on. I just got this houseboat horror umbrella release in. I'm going to dive into at some point soon. That's about it. Have you heard of that one, Tony? Houseboat horror.
Nope.
It's horror on a houseboat in Australia. You've already got that pre-ordered, Tony. Don't tell me.
I do not. I don't think.
All right. Well, look, thank you everybody in the chats. We had, pretty consistent about 180 in here tonight, about 200 at some point. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us. We were a little tired. I felt like we kept the silliness to a minimum because of that. But rest assured, the next stream on Tony's channel will be extra silly, and it'll probably be 8 hours long. I'll have to take the next 2 days off of work because that's how Tony rolls. But thank you to Brian, Sue, the historian, master of all movies, Presswood DVD collector, Mizzy, Chris C., Marius Glacier, John Doe Juggalo, 4K King, Tom Cruise especially.
Yeah.
What is Tom Cruise's best movie?
The Last Samurai.
Damn.
Top Gun Maverick? I don't know.
It's a classy pick, Tony. Last Samurai.
Well, that's his favorite.
Is that his favorite?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Tony's favorite is All the Right Moves.
No. It was
What-
very dull.
Very dull. Wow. You know Tom Cruise is in the chat, right?
Yeah, but he might agree with me.
Taylor Johnson. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that Tom Cruise's best movie is The Mummy from 2017. Do you remember that one?
See, Fish agrees that All the Right Moves is his best movie.
And I did forget to bring out this recommendation tonight's Bubba Hotep on 4K. It's a great film. Mama Blu-ray says always a good time, even though she wasn't invited, and she's super pissed at us. We'll have to
That
make
will
that up to her.
ever happen again. She'll always be invited.
Hagen K. Vestron hasn't done any releases in a while. They got one coming out this month. My Best Friend's a Vampire. Dang, I thought Bob was the oldest in here. L.A. Jewel thought you were old, Bob. What do you think about that?
No, I guess he thought I was older than Tony.
We got Fish, Scratch Bruno, Caveman, everybody. Thank you all. Holland, especially. Culture Trini, especially. Wave. Tales from the Shelf. Mike B. The Mayor. Scream Factory sucks. Should be everybody's favorite. Tom Cruise does agree with you.
I know he does.
Cruise's best movie is Magnolia.
You
He
didn't
is
know
great in
that
Magnolia.
Tony and
You good
Tom
man.
are very good friends.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, apparently he knows when he uploads and everything. That's pretty cool. Tom collects Screen Factory.
Tom Cruise is the first one to watch every one of Tony's videos.
All right, everybody. We're leaving. Good nights. Everybody wave to the people. Say goodbye to Bob. Bob, what's grinding your gears real quick before we go? Do you have anything?
Sleep.
Sleep, you said?
All right.
Yeah, but if he gets more sleep, he won't look as old. He won't look as the oldest person in this group.
What grinds my gears? Drama on Instagram.
I'm quitting Instagram. All right, I'm fucking done. Making a story post after this.
Are you
I'm making another one in 3 hours.
You excited about the Ratman Blu-ray coming out?
Oh, yes.
Cauldron.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that. There's a lot. This is a good month. The Demon Rat just got announced from Vinegar Syndrome. It's a good month for rat movies. You know, Ratma enjoys it as well. All right. Thank you, everybody, again. And we'll
Good night.
see you guys later.